game of ours, this D&D game of ours.
The journey of lords and ladies.
Hannah's dead.
She
I can't
died.
fucking believe it.
Can't
So,
believe it.
what-
Oh, this
what
shit.
had-
Hannah,
one and then
Hannah
ran
hates
away.
us.
What had happened was, right? We I can't remember.
Oh, come on, there's no fucking
It was
way.
1 week.
Just look at where we are and work in reverse.
Oh. Basically,
Look at where
we
we are.
started in the tower.
No.
No,
Incorrect.
we started in
Holy
front of the.
fuck.
No, shush. We started in front of the worms, right?
Mhm.
And the party's like, oh fuck, there's a purple worm coming towards us. There's like a sort of medium-sized one. We start to position around it, trying to get like our bearings and not get fucking eaten by a worm. But there's some rumbling beneath our feet, possibly another worm. We do battle with the worm. One of them gets banished. I think the bigger one was the one that got banished.
Smallest
Remember?
one.
The smallest.
Littlest one.
And we fight the next two for a bit. Then I get swallowed by a worm. Who would have thought? Fucking common theme around here.
Never been swallowed before.
I've been swallowed
Couldn't have
twice.
guessed. Couldn't have guessed.
Happens to me all the time.
Ew.
And
In game.
after we fight off our more wormy assailants, we start to make our march towards the city. My memory's getting hazy. New Desria, thank you. It's an elven city on this continent. Well, this half of the continent. And I can't remember much. I think we just walked most of the time, no?
Shopping.
We shopped.
Lesbians.
Molly
That's
is
right.
friend.
Lesbian shopping.
Lesbians.
Well, yeah, but that was
Not thespian
Yeah.
shopping and lesbian shopping. It's
Wasn't that
totally
in the-
different-
was that not in the town, or am I tripping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm saying like in between the town and the desert, we just walked.
Yes.
Is what I remember.
For like
we get-
4 days.
yeah, we got into town.
Very Jesus.
It turns out that this place is home to it was home to like Aurelia's family, the Dines, right?
Mm-hmm. They are the ruling family.
Yes. And we met with Malia's friend, who's like a tattoo artist. Yeah, doesn't really like
Artist.
War.
Caitlyn's whole war thing for reasons. It was kind of awkward a little bit. They did some talking. I think Molly, you did get a tattoo, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. You got a magical tattoo. I can't remember what it was for.
It was a free shield spell.
Yes, there we go. I think you're the only one that got anything from her. Then we did some other like miscellaneous shopping, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Before you made your way to collect mage and try and find somewhere to sleep tonight.
Yes. And then now, here we are in the city.
Yes, it is evening. The sun is already mostly set. The sky is a deep purple color. And the 7 of you stand alongside Rhea at the rapidly closing market stall circle. You can see that despite the late hour, there are still quite a few elves moving here and there. Mostly, what you can tell, large streams of movement from the central spire headed outwards, or from the various different places back towards the central spire, where most of the elves live. What would you guys like to do?
Restaurant hopping.
Ooh,
Restaurant hopping.
Sure.
Yeah, you look around, there are still a few food stands open, or you could go and try and find something more like a sit-down restaurant.
Do the stands tonight?
I feel like I'm not going to get let in a sit-down restaurant.
No, just don't let them know the other parts.
I just look down towards my body and arms.
Tattoos and bands and like your shirt, it's like a distressed logo for war. Gray tank top with the logo on the back.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, no, as long as you're not preaching, should be fine.
You ever seen me preach?
Exactly. So you're fine.
Hello.
Oh.
Hold on.
Rhea will speak up. Hey, if you want to eat, I love this one, place right over here. You guys are all vegetarian, right?
I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm sure it's perfect.
Okay. This place is like it's sort of like an on-the-go wraps thing, and she will take you over to. It's not quite a falafel stand. It's not quite there,
It's
but
close.
it's very
Dangerously
close. It's dangerously close. Falafels haven't been invented in this world yet, but they're
It's
like
Elven bread.
1 or 2 steps away. Yeah. There's some very nice hollow elven bread that you could fill with your different veggies or rice, and there are quite a few toppings that she will take you through and introduce you to. She recommends extra pink sauce.
Ooh, I'm going for it.
And anyone who's not eaten, if you would like to buy food, it will just be a pair of silvers.
Yeah,
Pink
for months.
sauce?
Why not?
Okay. You can see that the place that she brought you, Caitlin, is a human seller who is also partially closed up their shop when the group of you walked over.
Mhm.
What's pink sauce, precious?
Pink sauce, precious.
Can we squirt it on?
What the fuck?
I
no longer wish to
What
eat
is
this.
pink sauce? I googled it and it looks disgusting.
Pink sauce is not for you.
It depends where you get the pink sauce stuff for you. Oh, we could do that bit all night.
Yeah, we
Just
can.
Gollum discovering
God.
pink sauce. I could go back and forth with that all night, just doing that voice. It depends where you get it from. It usually it's like a combination of mayo and other sauces or spices.
What makes
Usually.
it pink?
Sometimes you combine it with ketchup.
Oh,
It's not
Do they
exactly
call
mayo
that
ketchup. It's more of a Hispanic
Then it wouldn't be
thing.
pink.
so it's mayo mixed
But it is
with-
pink. No,
with tomato sauce. Easy.
Not-
easy.
orange.
not-
Understandable.
no. But it's not though. Hold on.
Nah, it is. Google pink sauce and all you'll see is pictures of Nicki Minaj.
Oh my god.
Look at it.
Salsa rosada, pink sauce.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yeah, I was about to say pink
Mayonnaise,
sauce.
ketchup, lime juice, Tabasco or hot sauce, salt, pepper.
Salsa
That's a
rosada.
very base, like not a lot of stuff in it. Pink sauce.
Okay.
It's spicy. You love it.
Looks edible.
You little sauce goblin.
Looks much more edible than pink sauce.
Yeah, no, that's a different thing. That's a different thing.
Okay. Does anyone pointedly not want this food?
Hey, vegetables taste good sometimes
Yeah,
if they're
I'll
good
eat it.
enough.
Fuck it.
These are incredibly fresh.
We're probably very hungry. I'll eat it.
We need a
And
vegetable
even if they
compound.
are slightly grilled, that would be better, probably, honestly.
Yeah, and your meal will also come with a glass of cucumber water.
Ooh.
Ooh, refreshing.
So very, very hydrating. Yeah.
Yeah.
After your journey through the desert.
I haven't had food like this in so long.
This really. Lyanna's going in.
Cheers.
Lyanna goes back and gets a second one.
I'm gonna join you. Cool, we'll go back for a second as well.
Hell yeah.
Fill up on
Alrighty.
elven stuffed breads.
Heck yeah. Man, I wish they had this with cheese.
He quickly starts their bag to try and see if I have it.
Do you have any cheese in your bag? What did you take from the city in Ang?
Yeah, that's like dry.
Did you raise the cheese from the
like
fridge?
a dry aged situation or something.
There you go. Maybe you get some Parmesan in there.
Little Parmigiano Reggiano.
No, that would not be good on this.
No, I don't want to.
Maybe feta.
Yes! Feta.
We're like fed up.
Feta.
Zeren gets it, eats it, is very happy, and then finishes it and realizes that there was no meat in it.
Puts hot
Just
sauce
keeps
on it.
eating. Just keeps eating it. So expecting, oh, the next bite will be meat. Nah, the next bite will be meat.
Poor boy.
The next one. No, the next one. The one after that.
Yeah.
Zeren's eaten a lot of street food and is always confused when there's not meat in it.
The next one. The next
Ah,
one.
the next one. I'll say you finish your first stuffed bread and look around. You do catch the whiff of something that smells like barbecue sauce.
And Zaren would immediately jog towards it, run towards it,
Okay.
leap.
You make your way out of the circle of tents as Zeren turns, ears back, and just starts running. You watch as they start running down towards the lake. And as you get there, you can see what looks like a more permanent stall built facing the water that has a large sign above the top of it that you can't see from the back. But as you run around, you can see that there is a pair of elves, a man and a woman, who are in the midst of turning this gigantic spit that has a full rack of ribs currently roasting on it. It is dripping in sauce and juices. And then you
Oh
look
my
behind
God.
and you see they're actually doing two at once, and one is no sauce, just a dry rub.
Oh.
The meat tornado. Oh, yes.
In my mind's eye, I just saw like the puppy eyes just go sparkly.
Drooling. The slight drool, yes. I think, yeah. Would run in and try to get the attention of one of like the.
Oh, yes, hello! You were very eager.
How much for the entire thing? The whole meat, the meat spin thing.
It's still very. I mean, if you like it raw or very rare, I suppose I could sell it to you now, but it'll be a bit pricey. I would need 10 gold for each of these. They're prime meat, and you know nobody has money to spend like that.
I will wait. He would give a platinum.
You give a platinum. All right. Dry rub or our signature sauce.
Yes, both.
A half rack of each.
A full rack of each.
Oh, then I need another platinum from you, dear.
Okay, gives another one.
Okay. She goes to say, why don't you sit
No, no,
Why
no.
don't you just wait right
I'll
there?
stare- Yeah, let me stare at it. I would like to stare at it.
Tail
Yeah,
wagging.
you go over to the glass and put your nose directly against it and stare as the guy on the other side of the glass will kind of give you a side eye and keep turning the ribs. They're done in a few minutes. I imagine by that time the party has meandered over in your direction and
Yeah.
discovered you here.
And with my mouth full, I'm like, you guys want some?
Yeah, probably get someone.
Yeah, he's like almost done eating the full rack. One of the full racks.
With sauce or without? Are you covered in sauce?
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
His chest.
Sauce one
versus-
first, so you can still taste
Chest
the
on
sauce.
his chest on his nipples. Sauce on his nipples.
Barbecue sauce on my
his
titties.
nipples.
Yeah. His hands are covered in sauce. His face is just covered in sauce,
Covered, absolutely dripping.
dripping. What an
Oh.
idiot.
Alright,
Yeah.
hey, Ricky.
Duran, what's your passive perception?
God.
Passive perception?
Yes. It's in a box underneath your skills list. It says passive wisdom perception.
You could be like fucking 8 different women giving him the side.
It is 15.
Oh, damn.
You catch Lyada's hand in your ribs.
No! Get the other one! Get
Ugh.
the other one! This one's
Goes for-
mine!
I wanted the one with the sauce. Oh. She goes and she gets one of the dry rib ones and sits in. Oh, this is actually
You-
fucking delicious. Oh my
Do
god.
you want sauce? I can just get you one with
No,
sauce.
I don't want the dry rib. No. Oh.
You don't want any? Oh, you're
I'm gonna go get. I think I'm gonna go get one as well. I
Oh
mean,
my
these
goodness.
two are just.
Just because you don't enjoy anything of this world.
I get some ribs.
No, it's perfectly enjoyable. Just slow, make sure you don't choke on the.
No. Mm.
Just be careful. Maybe get a drink. Like that.
Oh, that some cucumber water would hit right now.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to walk back and go get
Or
some?
meat juice. Oh, yeah.
Oh!
No.
Meat juice!
Excuse me, can you drain the meat tray, drippings tray into a cup for us?
Yes!
Oh.
Yes!
Oh.
Yes!
Oh, that's vile. That is vile. Like
No,
I
in
Allah is
Mexico,
making the most like
dog,
disgusting
though,
thing.
No, you
in
do
Mexico,
that.
No, they
dog.
No, you
actually
do that.
that.
No, you do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
But good for dog.
Yeah, it's good for dog.
The meat water.
Lyana will come back with
Like
one
she's kosher.
small cup, like paper cup, and a large mug. She puts the mug in front of you, Zeren.
Oh, with like both his palms, trying to not touch the cup
Yes.
because his fingers are full of like sauce. He just like grabs his palms around the mug and just chugs as much as he can, and
See,
then puts
guys,
it down.
this is why we needed to do D&D early. Extended barbecue eating scenes.
It's required. Legally
I mean,
required.
it is Labor Day, I guess.
Exactly. Okay. Koo,
We're
you
having
get your
barbecue.
ribs. You guys get your drinks. And enjoy your not falafels and barbecue.
Do they have-
As the sun sets.
Do they have mac and cheese though?
No,
That is unfortunate.
they're Elven. They suck.
Damn.
They're not. Look. I'll just say this is the only barbecue place in town that uses spices and doesn't just serve like
Raw, just straight up the
Like
meat and
leaves?
nothing else.
just meat, very well cooked meat.
God damn it. That's
They
depressing.
do one thing and it's really fucking good.
Yeah.
Matters.
As you guys get to enjoy the last of the sunset reflecting in the lake from some very nice wooden chairs that seem to grow right out of the lawn, Rhea will pipe up. I could show you all to the guest lodge. I know you talked about having somewhere to stay, but it's the only place I know that would be what would be best. Unless you all had a different plan.
There works unless there's other ideas.
We go crash with Vegas.
I think the guest lodge sounds
No, yeah, that's the best
perfectly
idea.
reasonable. Yes.
Great Vegas place. Honestly, it would probably be big enough. Has to match your ego.
Okay. If you'll follow me this way then.
He's sipping on my jug of alcohol.
Fries a wren away from the bones of the the ribs.
Oh, he can bring them. They came with a cardboard tray.
Those got marrow. That's good stuff in there.
Yes, this was worth 2 plat. Absolutely. I will be there for breakfast, lunch, and dinner tomorrow.
I will never be so rich again.
Yeah, they just like right at closing they sold 3 full racks.
Yeah.
They were probably like, oh yeah, we'll probably have to take some of this home. Ren rolls up like, everything.
Give me
it all. I want your entire stock.
And where are the cows? Give me those two.
Is Zaren still walking around town covered in sauce?
Yes. I was actually gonna make a comment on that. There's like dried sauce on
Do you
his
want
chest.
to not be covered in sauce?
Yeah, would you like to be deglazed? Like,
Delays.
I would
A
like
little
a
bit.
shower. Yes, I am sticky and nasty
start doing a.
and meaty.
Oh.
I'm sweating. The meat sweats.
I'll start doing a prestidigitation if you'd let me.
Hmm. Yes. Thank you.
All right, as you deglaze Zarat,
I hate that. I hate that.
Tail wagging. He's happy.
Rhea will lead you up some steps to a large section of packed dirt with a 2-story tree growing atop it. This is usually where visitors are meant to stay. And you can see what look like 2 smaller boughs that hold apartments, as well as a large central space with a spiraling staircase that leads up to a 2nd floor and another set of bedrooms. The apartments, if you go up the ladders, have bunk beds, and the interior sleeps 6, I think. Unless anyone wants to sleep on a couch. In which case it'll sleep more.
Is
I
there
can sleep
like
anywhere.
an owner or something?
It's owned by everyone. I just have to go and inform my father.
Okay, I mean, I'm sure it's not too expensive. I always respect, the home communes.
Yeah, leave it better than you found it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, right. Do we owe her money for this? Like, did we pay for this at
Oh
all?
no. This building was grown with the intent, express intent for guests to be able to have somewhere to stay.
Mhm.
If you're not a merchant and not looking to make money in the city, any one resident can grant, clemency to a guest of their choice. So you're officially my guest as long as you stay here. Anything you do here will come back on me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll be sure to keep that in mind and, behave.
Please.
Thanks so much.
Well, they're your friends. I wanted to help out. You're always doing a big hero stuff.
You keep
Pushes
bringing
your
that
elbow a little bit.
up. She rolls her eyes. You keep bringing that up. We. Well, I met your sister, your half sister.
Oh, how was that?
Okay. Is everything okay with parents?
They've been unhappy. I don't see them a lot, but when I have, from what I can tell, they're not exactly. They've had some bad news, I think, and I think it's made them worry about my half sister. I just worry that like something's going on, or maybe the thing that you have going on is hurting them too, and I just
Well,
want to help.
apparently they sent some people to look for her to make sure she was safe and happy. And we did check on her, and I did meet her. I did not mention to her that I knew you, but she seems fine. And she stayed there. She's happy to stay where she was.
Still
And the-
big and powerful and in charge. Nature magic.
I wouldn't know anything about that. But this group had met her beforehand, too.
Really? Glance back at the only one left outside. It's a story I'd like to hear. Well, do you want me to come in and give you the tour, or would you guys like to, sleep and not have to host me?
Whichever. I wouldn't mind spending more time with you, but I understand you've also had a long day and just escorting us around. If you
It was
want to
fun.
go.
Hey, how about this? I'll show you around, and maybe you could help me set up a little bit while you're in town.
Sure.
That'd be awesome.
Mage is just low functioning sleep mode, but I just like drag Mage.
Yeah, sure.
Because he's just like zoning out, just dissociating in the middle of the.
Come on, buddy. Okay. She leads you in. Entryway, classic stuff. This is kind of cool, and she makes her way over to one of the plants, and she says, "Here, give me. Do you have a jacket? Give me your jacket. A cloak or something."
Sure, a cloak, probably.
Yeah. She will take it, and as she extends it towards the plant, it like grows upwards to form a coat rack, and she hangs it from it. So you never run out of space, and she'll take it back and hand it to you.
Cute.
Also works
handy.
for hats and scarves and stuff.
Hmm.
Table, meeting room, eating area, the indoor garden, and you can see various miniature trees growing in their own small, very bonsai-like environments. Seating room with access to the outside. Porch that also is a way you can get to the apartments. Reading nooks, sort of solo hang area, or I guess if you want to do a therapy session. She kind of points at the chair in the corner. This is the only bedroom on the first floor. And then this was the briefing room, I believe.
Briefing room.
Or
if you
this
have
one here with the
children
desks and stuff.
that need to be, yeah.
Oh, so it's like a classroom. Okay.
And of course, and she will step into this room, the shrine to Celestia. And you see
Interesting.
3 sets of steps that lead up to the wall where there is a bas-relief carving that seems to grow out of the wood. Hello.
Oh.
Can you
Yeah.
hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Okay. Big brain move. I just switched to my phone.
Hi.
I'm on my data.
Oh
Nice.
damn.
Use it well.
You can see that the bas-relief describes a woman that it's hard to tell exactly what she's doing. Her feet are spread but pointed in a way that could suggest either dancing or fighting. Her arms are extended outwards, hooked enough that they could be to grab, but also seemingly to extend outwards for an embrace. And her head tilted backwards, eyes and mouth open, could be a scream of joy or pleasure. It's hard to tell. Everything about her speaks of duality and a strained balance between them.
Is there anything like up the steps, like on top of here, or just the thing? Like there's no like
It grows out of the
pedestal,
wall. There's a small space, like it's more like a pew than steps. Like you would kneel there.
You kneel there, yeah. Okay.
And as she finishes talking, she takes a small moment and averts her eyes and whispers something under her breath. It's so faint, none of you can hear it.
Mm.
And the upstairs? And she'll begin walking up the staircase. Liana, who is in the room before it is still in the room, is just kind of looking at this picture, her eyes moving up and down, expression unreadable.
Mm.
Most of the bedrooms are up here. We've got another double room, as well as the master suite is this way. This is where visiting dignitaries would stay. There's an audience chamber, as well as a king-size bed up here.
Mhm.
This is the day room. This is the room that gets the best sun in the whole tree. You have a pair of offices and just another meeting room here with a table and chairs. Fairly simple, like I said, but the apartments sleep 4 each and have their own wash basin. So
This is amazing.
I hope you all
Thank you. A lot.
yes. Of course. Malia, do you want to come out on the balcony with me?
Sure.
Okay, you two walk out onto the balcony, and I want to cut back and see what's happening in this room with the statue after she walked away.
I'm kind of interested.
I
In
would
the-
imagine.
Can I like is there anything to like study about it? Can I like just because
Yeah.
there's like a depiction there, right? Can I like try and glean exactly what's going on?
Sure, like more than what I described.
Yeah.
You can see, can you give me a specific question?
Because you said it's like fighting. It's like he's fighting something, or
Yeah,
boss fight.
she's deliberately depicted in a combination of poses that could mean that all could mean multiple and conflicting things.
Yeah, I guess like from my knowledge of anything, I guess from like the stories that I've heard or like the visions I've seen, like what that if this may depict something in those.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess the question would be like, does this have to do with like the vision, like her and Celestia and the other name is way harder to remember.
Cthulhu's.
Cthulhu's. If that has anything to do with this.
I don't know what you
depiction.
mean
Would this be like? Is there like? Is this her like still formed as one, or is this like split already? Them two?
Okay. Okay. Is this where is this along the timeline?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a religion check.
It's so funny because I don't even have religion as a thing.
Should really pick up skilled. Should really do that. While you're multi-classing into fighter when you get fighter level 4.
Yeah, I get skilled.
You can't, you have no idea. You
Yeah.
just don't know enough about her or
Without
that
text or
event.
anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. It's like a carving, or is it just like a painting? Or something?
It's a bas relief.
Hmm.
But it's not carved. There are no like parts of the wood that did not grow
Oh, so
naturally
it's just
out
like
of the
it grew
tree.
out like that. Okay.
Yeah, so it has both depth and relief. So it goes
Okay.
into the wall and comes out to depict her. She's like cloaked in this very swirling garment that is hard to pin down whether it's a dress or a shawl or something more. It's hard to tell.
Wait, it's not carved?
It's not carved. It's like grown magically out of the tree itself.
Yes, everything in here that is made of wood connects in one or two places to the tree and is still living wood. The only things that aren't are like the plates, which are pottery and stuff like that. The walls, the floor, the table, the chairs.
Okay.
The beds.
Then I'll have questions about this stuff for her later.
Leona
Yeah.
will make a comment as you're kind of inspecting it. She says, "That doesn't look like a person."
Right. I wish I knew more. I don't really have a. Maybe I'll ask her to see if they have a library or something I can read about this at. Maybe a temple or something.
I don't think we're allowed near the temple.
Maybe not. Yeah, oh, that is true. That was one of the places. Maybe they have a library in here, books or something.
I didn't catch the whole tour. You'd have to ask Molly
Yeah.
probably.
I'll like leave the room and like see if I can. These are like. Did they go up these stairs? I wouldn't know that anyway. I'll like check up. I'll like go upstairs and like maybe look around to see if I can find what I'm looking for.
I wanted to talk about what other people are doing. Zaren, you found a couch?
He is biting on a pillow. while
Why?
sleeping.
Okay.
Asleep and biting on a pillow?
Biting on a
How
pillow while sleeping.
have you punctured the pillow?
Yes.
Okay. Zaren has fallen asleep, thankfully no longer sticky, on the very nice couch and has grabbed and is throttled and is chewing on a pillow.
Great.
He's
Love it.
dreaming of ribs.
Okay.
More ribs.
You're gonna have to be
He's getting
muzzled in his
erect.
sleep.
Let me check about Caitlin. Caitlin, you walked through the house and
Yeah, I
then
looked around.
made your way to one of the apartments.
Just trying to make myself scarce.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'd probably just lay down in one of these bunks and. I mean, it's pretty late, right? It's already dark.
It's after sunset, but it's not like midnight or anything like that.
I'd probably go to bed considering I wake up early.
Okay.
And there's nothing else really to do because I don't want to. Like I said, make myself scarce.
Okay. You just knock out. All right. I will remember that. Ku, what about you? Are you also going to sleep? I see you in a bed.
Sitting on the bed, things spread out a little bit. Putting on the Defender's dial and reattuning to that and taking off the necklace/amulet. But, practically vibrating on her bed. Almost overly excited to be in a place like this.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's very beautiful.
Yeah.
The rugs are woven grass and things like that. Everything is it's very, very nature. All right, and lastly, but by no means leastly, we'll go back to Malia and Rhea. In the burgeoning dark, what do you two do as you look out at the lights of the city of New Desria?
I mean, she's the one that led me out here. Like, you okay? Was there something you wanted to talk about?
No, I just wanted more, like you said, wanted to spend time with you and get a little bit of space from. Sorry, I just don't know your friends that well yet.
That's fair. I don't either. They're a little strange, but I don't think any of them are ill-intentioned or anything.
So, is it really like a save the world thing? The one with the red hair said?
That's kind of the vibe. We are on our way to deal with the local vampire issue.
Right. Mentioned. I would offer any help I could, but I don't know what I could do against a vampire.
You have done so much already. just giving us a place to stay and just feel welcomed for today.
But happy to help. I mean, you made you were a really good roommate. Just trying to pay back the favor.
I was okay. You're pretty okay yourself.
Better than that bitch next door. Fuck.
Yeah, she was loud.
Always. And like at random times. Like no consistency. I'm so glad I'm not in that domain. My own place, my own shop, she pokes you in the arm. My first customer.
Exciting. But you're gonna deal with all kinds of customers, okay?
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna get so angry.
You get so angry.
So pissed.
Right.
You're not gonna know what happened.
There has to be some measure of professionalism that you have to maintain.
An amount.
An amount. But saying
she
no
rolls her eyes
isn't
to look at you.
unprofessional. But saying no isn't unprofessional, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think Caitlin, like, really understands the scope of everything she's signed up for, to be honest.
I mean, they get him young.
I know. Everyone has their own shit to deal with.
Always, all the time, forever. I'm really glad you came to see me.
I'm glad I had this opportunity to see you. Is, talking to your dad about us gonna be okay?
It shouldn't be, but actually, why don't I go get that out of the way today, just so that it's not. Hey, by the way, I gave away the place last night and didn't say anything. I'll go before it gets too late, and meet you back here in the morning.
Sure. I mean,
or do you want to come get me if you need? Because I'll just be working at my shop otherwise.
it's okay. I know where it is.
Okay.
If you want to drop by in the morning, you can.
Okay.
All right.
Then I'm gonna go. Bye.
Okay.
She gives you a familiar, close, tight, quick hug, and runs off in new urgency to her feet. She will skid to a stop by Zoran,
Who's biting the pillow in his
who's
sleep?
biting the pillow, and she just goes, ah, and then keeps going.
Everyone hates him.
Because he's in it. It's in his sleep. It's not really his fault.
It's not his fault. She doesn't blame him, but it is like,
I mean, it's just a pillow. You can probably pay for the embroidery and stuffing or whatever. If that's the case.
He'll fix it. He'll fix it.
Like that.
He knows how to. He knows how to do stuff with that. I don't know the term.
Stitching,
Yes. Yes. Yeah. There you go. Stitching. Yeah.
patching, tailoring,
Patch.
stitch
Yep.
works, weaving,
Stitching work. Yep.
seamstress.
need a
I don't know if
welder.
that. I don't
We
know if
could
it's like
just-
fancy embroidery or anything.
We could just mend it, no?
You just have to individually stuff all the feathers first.
Yeah.
Adelante, you do find that there are books in this room.
Oh,
There's
Christ,
a
is there anything-
smallish library?
Is there anything like useful? Wait, which room is
Anything.
over here? Yeah, anything that's like what I want,
And there's
or
all
even close
kinds of
to it.
things that are useful depending on your goal.
I guess just more information about like Celestia, like even like books that are like faith-based, like they're equivalent to a Bible or something like that would work too. Just like more information about it, like that sort of thing. It's all just general things, pretty much. Because she doesn't really know too much.
Okay.
So she wants...
Give me an investigation.
Okay, investigation. Come on, please. It's a flat roll. Fuck me.
You don't find anything like that. You do find a large fiction section
God
with
damn,
something
no.
called the arrow speed of love. What?
Damn, that sounds powerful.
But you know what? I'll take it.
It's about, you pick it up, there's a very graphic picture on the front of the cover of a pair of women embracing each other on board what appears to be a flying skyship.
Right.
There's a background of stars and explosions, and the title on the cover is written in fiery text.
Oh, the arrow's the ship.
What's the arrow speed of love is the title.
I open it and I like just read like the cover page, like
As
the
she
little.
gently caressed her. Oh my goodness! And you close the book.
Oh yeah, I shut it and just put it back into place.
Your face reddening. You continue looking through, but you don't find what you're looking for, as you're completely distracted.
I'd imagine anything like super good is not gonna be in here anyway. But you know,
Would you like to use your once per session?
Would you like
it's
to?
it's gonna be worse. But okay, fine.
Okay. Well, you don't have to.
Now I'm doing it.
You're a big girl.
I knew it's worse.
Find your
I
way
knew-
back to that
I
book.
called it. I fucking called it.
Okay, so you all right? Well, how does the rest of this night go then? Eventually Malia will comes inside.
She already left too. I was gonna ask her about stuff.
Lyanna will eventually leave Mage to their pondering of the statue and find one of the beds to crash in.
Pondering of.
Ku, I assume, despite your excitement, you will eventually go to sleep.
Yes, early to sleep and very early to rise.
Interesting. Okay. Zoren's already out. Adelante, Malia, you reconvene, standing outside of the room with the Shrine of Celestia. Mage still leaning in the corner in that room.
Would you, mind? If your friend comes back around here tomorrow, I'd like to have a few words with her.
You don't need my permission to speak with her.
Well, I mean, you could point her my direction if you see her before I do.
Okay.
Just don't worry, nothing too crazy. Just a few questions about.
I would hope so.
I point to
We
the
are
room.
guests, right?
Yeah, I just need to. I'm interested, to say the least.
Fair enough. Would I know anything about this?
Not more than you know that Celestia is god of the elves, and not really talked about outside of. You had never heard of it before. Meeting Rhea, and what we already have talked about.
It's not something that she would have spoken about to me.
Not at length, not unless you had specific questions.
Hmm.
It's very much we were persecuted for a long time for believing in this, and we don't bring it up.
But it's something that Molly would know that end of it, right?
Yes.
The persecuted bit.
Yes.
But it isn't widely known outside of this area
Hmm.
about Celestia.
Because of how bad it was. But that was a very, very long time ago.
Mhm.
So you would have a faint idea at best. I mean, Adelante, simply contact gods. Reach out to Celestia.
I can't. That's not how it works, and you know.
Yeah, it is.
Molly is like looking at the shrine, also just thinking, just pondering the shrine, taking in the details and stuff. Because when Rhea was giving the tour earlier, she didn't really have a chance to look at it.
I am going to go defeated back into this room. There's an open bed, and I just pop down in it. Have
Okay.
a nice nap.
Strip armor, pass out.
Yeah.
Alright, leaving just Malia and Mage. Well, you see that Mage is staring at this thing.
She asked them, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
About?
Everything.
I actually didn't hear that. I was like, what?
Everything.
Everything? That's a lot. Well, don't stay up too late. And she's just gonna go upstairs. What? I guess this is the free bed. Nice.
Luxury.
Alright, Mage, how long do you stay in this room?
Give me 1 second. Good luck.
Whiffy struggle.
It is. Because I've really bad connection on my PC right now.
Oh my god. Okay.
What?
Oh, I have this little thing written out. If I can read it, Mr. DM.
Yeah.
Mage looks upon the idol, a means to reflect upon the goddess's image as closely as mortals could. A brow would furrow, if truly capable, their gaze to hold the idol solely within. Nothing but the blue paralleling her. Celestia, as the sky runs along the ocean. A gravity upon the magician of blades and plains. And then, all at once, that frail figure feels the weight of the world upon their shoulders. I know you. Words to echo against these hollowed walls, if silence were to permit so. I know you speak to Albus Crimson, at least before all of this. I know who you are, of Carthulos and his fractured kin. I know you. So, please, I beg of you, speak to me. Whisper upon my shoulders what you would Albus, what you would any lost soul. Their gloved hand raises to grip upon the fashioned buckles of their jacket. Stoicism, quick to contort with a buried fear that has not breathed such air since its own awakening. Please, I need to know. What is all this about? Life, death, it all just seems so rampant, so unguided. What justifies our path? What justifies my blade? Why did I die and get to live again when I have killed all of the others? Arcane tears, false streaks, to one whom was once wished human, by whims of a he who no longer walks with the living. Don't you deities have the answers? Reasons for why sins and virtues exist, Albus, Caitlin, Atalanta. Guide me as they are guided, and answer me. Why is it me? Why am I here? All alone. Small hiccups leave their lips, their body leaning forward to practically collapse on themselves. And for a moment, all they can muster are long withheld tears. I only want to sleep. Sleep so deep that I do not wake up. And Mage will collapse at the bottom of the altar, and that is where they will sleep for the night.
Please mark a character inspiration.
I redirected to somebody else. I already have one.
No. Use your inspirations.
It's not a Phoenix Down. Stop saving.
Hey, Mage. Can I see you downstairs?
You're gonna have to move me. I'm on
Yeah.
mobile.
Be right back, y'all.
Tonight's dramatization brought to you by Mage in the corner of the Holy Nook. Come downstairs and Zoraina's gonna have destroyed half that couch.
Sorry, guys, what did I miss?
Drama. In low audio quality.
Awesome, nice home. You holding out on us? Goddamn.
Hmm?
You got a nice home here. What the fuck? This place is awesome.
I'm pretty sure Malia's friend just moved here.
That is
They're not
true.
like, from here.
Guys, this isn't even her house.
Yeah, no. Still nice
I
as
mean,
fuck.
it's
place.
like kind of her house in the way like your town is your house. Like you're really familiar with the whole area
Yeah.
and everybody fucking knows you.
So don't fuck up.
None y'all house trained. None y'all.
Hey, I didn't do anything.
None.
I just went to go find the
I know
library.
that you're directing that to me.
I thought she basically said, "Hey guys, use these side houses," and y'all were like, "All right, let's go inside."
No, she said you can use the side houses or you go inside and there's beds there.
Yeah, and there's beds here because
She offered up both
Mage
places.
is having a moment. So
Like the whole place is just grown for like people who are traveling to sleep in, essentially.
That's why this place is fucking awesome.
pretty cool.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Thank God, Hannah. You said we're not supposed to go over there, right? Because I was gonna first thing in the morning walk over to that temple.
That was me. That was me referring to none of y'all being house trained, specifically Caitlin. Like specifically Caitlin.
That would have been some real shit.
I mean, I feel like we wouldn't have gotten in trouble. They would have probably just been like, "Hey, you can't be here."
Oh
And I was
no,
like, "Oh."
there'd be some trouble, homie.
I feel like it wouldn't be like they weren't gonna try and like murder us. They'd be like, "Get the fuck out of here," and I would be like, "Oh,
Do you ever hear of Jerusalem? Same effect.
this is not the same thing."
Bro. Gamble on it. Walk over there with Caitlin right now.
And they'd probably tell us to leave.
Exactly.
probably
Until
get
you
the fuck outta here.
outta here.
Yeah, and we would just do it.
How you think Caitlin would?
No.
Know your party. I'll be right back.
I feel like I have to talk properly with Nate about some other stuff. I feel like there's some stuff that was not clarified. It's okay.
Ooh, like what? Give me
No, that's
Give me
spoilers.
the lore.
Right. I think some of the timeline stuff got confused. Right. In like the understanding of how everything worked out. Be like, I don't think that's how that math worked. Right? That's not true. That doesn't feel correct. Like it could be true that Rhea has not been in town for very long, but it also should also be true that we haven't seen each other in a while. According to math. But we'll see. Does this mean who wakes up early? Koo, probably, right? Because who's gonna see Mage just collapse in front of the shrine?
Probably.
Well, I
Zarin.
wake up early, but not go inside buildings.
Zarin would probably wake up and snoop around and find him.
Like, who's gonna find Mage collapse like this?
Probably me.
Probably.
Be like, bro, what happened? Why is there crusty tears on your cheek?
What the fuck?
Like, had a whole meltdown and like an entire meltdown.
Yeah.
Prostrated before the shrine of Celestia.
Wrong god to be praying to.
Wrong god.
You know, considering we're actively going against her.
I can't wait for Nate to tell him not to free Jacob.
Yeah.
That's our whole objective.
It's okay. We're just
Big
gonna have to
J-Man.
do. We gotta do what we gotta do.
Always go against the gods. Break
Well, it
reality.
depends. It depends.
Cause the apocalypse.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I'm not worried about like doing the thing that starts the apocalypse. If it happens, it happens. You know.
I'm pretty sure that already began.
Alrighty. Morning. Who's up first? Who is awakened?
I'm awake.
Oh, sorry. You all get slaughtered by vampires in the night because none of you said a watch.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
How dare we?
Oh no, they came into this house uninvited.
Yeah. They burn up and vaporize before they bite us.
We have a
Is-
lot of garlic.
Does signage count?
No.
If it says welcome in on a mat outside, can I
No.
come in as a vampire?
No.
Has to be an invitation from a person.
I don't know about
It's
that.
it's not our home though. It's just a.
It's true. It's a
It's not
communal
even
home.
This is my own private domicile, and I will not be harassed.
But Koo definitely first thing up in the morning, slaps on all her gear, immediately hover boots like they're roller skates, so not to make a single fucking sound.
I love the idea of you skating through the air with music playing in your headphones.
Just Heelys, just
Yes.
Literal
Like-
heelys, I'll hover boot down the fucking stairs and just like fucking roller rink my ass down, swirl at the bottom, and then slide right out the door.
Okay, you're just gone?
I'm
Well,
going
how
to
early?
explore the entire town, literally like the ass crack of dawn, probably a little bit before.
Okay.
Caitlin would probably see Koo very silently skimming through the
Yeah.
air on my fucking
You-
heelys.
You just see her sitting on the staircase, like waiting for everyone.
I'll wave at you real quick. Going to explore, I'll be back later, bye!
Gives you a thumbs up.
I'm going to go and see the start of this town in the morning, and I'll offer to help on certain things, just enjoying the Elwyn City.
Okay. There are the locations that you're not allowed. Are you going to avoid those?
Purposely, yes, because I want to see
Okay.
the market start up and just enjoy this whole ass location.
Yeah. While you do pass several of the pop-up stands and the circle markets like you bought from last night, many of the shops are permanent buildings that are run by the elves who live in the city. And many of them have hours that make no goddamn sense to you. They appear to be open for entire days at a time with only 2 or 3 hours closed,
Hell
usually.
yeah. It's like being
So
back home.
almost every shop that you pass is already open. Some of them are dousing lights and candles from the night before as the sunlight of the morning streams over the Elven City. It's interesting to watch a bunch of lights go out as the light comes up of the light of the sun comes over the central spire. You can see how almost row by row as the light reaches the top of the tree and works its way down, people extinguish lanterns and torches.
I'm definitely rolling up on some breakfast.
Yeah, there's quite a few different breakfasts. What sort of food are you after?
We gotta
They're
go
quite
for that savory vegetable grow.
Okay. Yeah, there are some grilled vegetables that one of the people is selling. They have a assortment of freshly picked things from, it looks like, their garden, which is grows around the back of the house.
I'm 100% gonna go and sit down and gossip with them if I can and talk about
Sure.
this place.
Why don't we cut back to the house and see what everybody else is doing as you do that?
Hell yeah.
Caitlin, you're just gonna sit and wait?
Yeah, just probably leaning against the wall on the stairs. Waiting
Chilling,
for everyone to get ready so we can leave.
watching the passing elves on the road. Okay.
Zoran has awaketh.
Zarena waketh in. You look at your pillow. It is basically ruined.
Yeah, there's like claw marks and teeth marks. And he's like, I guess I have to buy a new pillow and replace it. And then like, he gives a big stretch, and he's like,
Big
Where is
stretch.
everyone?
Oh boy. Oh boy,
looks in
big
here,
stretch.
no one. Looks in here. Hey guys!
Ah!
Oh,
Ding.
good,
Lyanna
good
falls out of bed.
morning. Good morning.
Oh, fuck!
Very intense.
She stands up, and for just a second, you see some orange and white fur sprout lightly across her face, and she gets just a little bit of a muzzle. She reins it
What?
back in. The fuck!
What was that? He would point his finger right at her face.
I'm a
What's
were
that?
tiger.
Yeah.
And a
I
were
didn't know
raven.
that. What?
I don't bring it up a lot, but yeah. Can you? Well, I'm up now.
You are indeed that. That is
So we're
what you
kind
are.
of the same, sister.
You're a were tiger?
I'm
Well,
furry. Goodbye.
He's a yeah.
I'm furry. Goodbye.
Can we kill?
Plastering?
Can we
No one.
butcher him for food, please?
No, we can't.
Hey, mage.
It wouldn't taste good.
Mage. Hello. He would go up to him, poke him. No response.
When
Mage is damp. Mage is
yeah, when you
damp.
poke mage, they have like this huge intake of air as they push themselves back or up, I should say. And their hair would be matted to their forehead and cheeks, and they like look at you, and their eyes are consistently dilating.
Oh. Ooh. I think he'd take a step back.
You've never seen
You
mage
said
sweaty
no?
before.
Yeah, that's why. I'll be back, mage. Runs.
I really think we
Elante.
could kill him and then. Oh, hey, Zoran.
Whoa,
Come,
whoa.
come quick.
Okay,
Something's
where am
wrong
I
with
going?
Mage.
All right.
Stumble.
Well,
Buddy,
Mage.
buddy.
Mage. Mage.
hello?
I stop him. I stand in front of him. Where are you
Well,
going?
I don't.
What's wrong?
You look like you're gonna fall over.
I don't really quite see anything wrong. Oh, but you do look like maybe a fever.
Hammered shit.
Yeah, he looks like
Are
he had a
you
long night.
feeling okay?
They had
Uh,
a full night.
Chills, shortness of breath, anything like that.
You know, last night when I was sleeping, I vaguely heard some shouting.
Right.
But since I'm outside near the door, kind of near the door, I thought it was just from the outside. Were you guys doing stuff without me? You
I
guys
mean,
didn't fight.
I was asleep. Are you sick, Mage? Do you have
I need water. Water.
need water? Okay,
Water.
get
Lana produces
get
her
some
water
water.
skin.
Is everything
And
okay?
Mage will take it and just pop the cork and bottom up.
Okay.
Right, is that better? Are you feeling okay now?
They're gonna tap like their forehead and cheek with their gloved hand for the feeling sensation.
It taps rather than squishes.
They're going to unstrap their glove and peel it off because I imagine it's clinging,
Mm-hmm.
and sleeve to look at their arm or roll up their sleeve.
You see a familiar sight. Your arm looks as it does. Would you like to describe how your arm looks for everyone else?
From the revealed forearm to hand, now bared for the first time in anybody's perception, their wrist is a ball-jointed device with the hand being a palm hardened modeled, each finger additionally being physically jointed as if a doll.
Right, that's a new one. Prosthetic?
And they'll look around and catch Malia.
Are you okay?
And they're going to hold their hand out towards her, palm up. Please don't let it just be a dream. And they're going to keep their hand out towards her.
She meets them halfway. Lynn like puts her hand in there. It's like, hmm?
Does Mage feel any warmth?
You don't. And as you the expected, like, I should have known, crashes over you. You go to pull away, and just as you let go, there's just a flicker. It's as soon as you feel it, it's already a memory, but there's something there that wasn't there before.
Sorry, that was a song.
I think Mage is going to cry again.
Leon gonna try and like rub your back and help you down to the ground as
What?
Mage's face crumples.
What?
I'm not
happening?
understanding.
Are you
Something's
okay?
Malia keeps reaching out for Mage and like holds their hands. Are you hurt anywhere? Did something happen?
I could feel your warmth. And there'll be like this really big, sloppy smile, big tears, a little tinge of snot starting to come down, but snorts back in.
She casts prestidigitation and cleans her face.
Zeren, put your warm hand. Zeren, you run up. Put your hands on his back.
Oh. Yeah, and then he puts his hands on his like shoulders, his shoulder blades, and starts. He just puts them there, holding him like that.
I feel like Adelante is running like a little cursory, like visual medical examination. Like, do you look like you're like dehydrated? Do you look like you have a fever? Is like you're sweating a lot? Is there some like that sort of thing. She's like just running what could be wrong.
Sure. Give me a medicine check.
I click the button. Okay, it took a while to do anything.
No, you don't see anything wrong. And then that kind of tickles something in your mind of like, well, you know, mage is different. So the fact
Yeah.
that they're reading normally is
Strange.
it might be cause for alarm, but with an 11 you're not sure.
Huh.
You would need an expert or something.
Can I also do one?
Sure.
Nurse Molly over here.
I mean, because
Hell yeah.
Especially holding mages on a covered hand. Their skin doesn't feel like skin. It's smoother. There's less give to the flesh, if you would even still call it flesh. It's not unlike holding the hand of one of the vampires in the Twilight books.
never read those.
Well, you missed out. Pages and pages of talking about how it's like holding hands with a marble statue. Pages and pages.
Wow.
Anyway,
Sparkle, sparkle.
yes. Sparkly vampires. Is there anything we can do for you, mage? She's still like trying to rub your back.
Mage will shake their head through their blubbering eyes.
Amalia's trying to be like reassuring, so she's like softly, like moving, like rubbing her thumbs to Mage's hands.
Zarin is just confused dog, just moving his head. So like, huh?
He just wants to help.
Huh?
I decide.
Why are we on the floor?
Still, his hand still on Mage's back. Hmm.
I'll say Adelante, the only thing that I think you would probably pick up on is what Mage said. I could feel your warmth. That could be an
Yeah.
indication of like loss of sensation for Mage that they're overcoming.
Yeah.
Which they might be very happy about.
I mean, do I like know anything that I could maybe think it is? Like any sort of diagnosis I can tell from just visually what I saw? Like
I
the
mean,
sewing,
you
the
can tell.
loss of
You can
sensation
tell
thing.
the fact that Mage doesn't appear
weird
to
that-
have
yeah.
sweat glands and yet is sweating
The sweating is weird.
is
Yeah.
very noticeable.
I'm like getting things like, oh yeah, that makes sense for a person. Wait, wait.
Why?
Okay.
Why is that so strange? He's sweating. There's
Well, for all intents and purposes, Mage isn't exactly like you or me medically. It's a special case, so showing signs that I would expect from a more traditional body is a bit off, at least, at the very least, and concerning at the worst.
Did something happen in the night?
Where did you find him? Them.
I found them at the altar, like on the steps, when I was checking all the rooms. When I saw him, when I saw them, they were sweating and hair messy. Their eyes were weird. have to.
Mage,
I have
Mage,
to
did
be
something
early.
happen with the gods? Alante, this is why I don't fuck with the gods.
Look, this is look. Depending on what happened, it could be pretty bad or very mild. Exhaustion upon speaking to or even getting help from a deity could be something like this. I've had experiences before.
Seizures.
Seizures.
No.
So this is like an emotional seizure?
Could be any number of things. It takes a lot of toll on the body to have a brush with divinity, you know.
I saw her, and Mage will point with a shaking hand to the room with the idol.
You saw Celestia.
Yes.
Okay, and what exactly happened to get you like this?
You let me be human.
In exchange for something.
Please. And they'll look back to their hand. At least in the dream.
Caitlin is drawn by the sound of crying.
I know I wake up early, but like, are we ready to go? Been
You can-
waiting.
You could see Malia, Liana, and Mage are all on the ground. Zaren has their hands on Mage's shoulders, and Adelante is kneeling in the middle of a medical check.
Malia also fixes or goes to fix Mage's hair.
Is Mage dying?
No.
I think Mage is living, actually.
Well, was.
Yes.
Is. But in a different sense than normal. Something weird is happening.
Good weird? Is this a good weird?
It could be bad weird, depending on the circumstance.
Mage, do you think this was a good weird?
They'll look up to her and mouth the word yes before they their voice breaks. And hard swallow, trying not to continuously cry.
She keeps fixing their hair even though it's already fixed. I think it's not a bad thing.
I'm curious about this dream. She made you human, or at least in the dream, you say?
Yes.
Okay. Let's slow it down. Let's
Give them a
slow
minute.
down.
Let's just
You
give them a
remember?
minute to calm down first, and then
You gotta- You gotta breathe. And I
Does
run
anyone have a
Mage,
fan?
I run Mage through some breathing techniques.
I get closer and I look at Mage's ears. I'm like, is Mage not already human?
Yes and no.
Mage would have sculpted ears. They don't have they're not all the way in. The ears don't go in for an eardrum. They're just sculpted on.
And their arm is bare to above the elbow, currently, revealing what Gordon described earlier. What can you tell us about the dream?
She appeared and she she placed a hand upon me, and suddenly I was overwhelmed with all these disgusting feelings, but they were feelings. She spoke of finding this balance between taking and giving, and questioning the aimless need to take life. But despite her being able to place a hand upon me, she was beyond my reach. She was distant. And I think Mage will look to Caitlin, well, between Caitlin and Adelante.
It's a particularly windy day. The tree gives a shake of its boughs.
She spoke that she has not given her chosen any sort of words. It was almost as if she was gone.
I look at Adelante like, what the fuck's he talking about?
She like like sort of gives like a half like shrug, like a, a chosen. Like I hadn't heard of this before.
Like you both being the chosen of your gods.
Well, yes, but if she has one, we haven't met them yet.
You said she was gone?
I thought Albus worshipped her.
Right, but was he her chosen?
He left.
What are we talking about?
Celestia.
Why?
I don't know. Mage had a spirit journey.
Also, I just want to say I'm definitely not the chosen of war. That's
Morning,
like
guys.
a huge title.
Just a moment.
Oh,
We'll be out soon enough.
okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Come on,
Crazy idea.
let's get off the floor.
This chosen that you're talking about, and I stand up and like go to like pick Mage up, like grab an arm and like wait for somebody else to grab the other one to try and lift them up together.
Yeah, Mage weighs like maybe 15 pounds.
Oh, so I could do it myself. I could do it myself, but it feels more forceful to just yank you up by one arm, you know?
Just rips you to your feet.
No details about this chosen. Nothing. Did you see anything? Was this all just a voice?
Last night I had asked her to speak to me. And she did, and that was all. She asked for me to find her.
And that is interesting, to say the least. I guess if that's all you've received, you might get an inkling about where to go next if it wasn't explicitly told to you. I'd like to pursue this, I think. I want to know exactly what's going on with that.
You won't hurt her, though. Right?
Of course not. I mean,
Caitlin walks away.
He leaves. Okay.
as much as I'm
You talk
concerned,
to Rhea.
as much as I'm concerned with my mission, I need to know everything before I make my final choice.
Well, I'm sure we can talk to Rhea about it. Might get more information that way.
Right. I can't make sense of it all. What I'd seen was a vision of betrayal. Something, I don't know, something different from what somebody who believes in her might have me believe. But we should still study as much as we can.
Caitlin, you make your way over. Rhea moves as if to step out of your way as you approach, and then it becomes clear that you're approaching her, and she stops moving. Are you wearing your armor?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Hey, I know you don't
Oh.
like me, but
It's nothing personal.
it's fine. A lot of people don't like me. I have a history question.
Oof. Okay.
Oof.
One was never the best in school.
Oh, God.
Wait.
You know, how this is New Desria, right?
Yeah.
Did they worship Celestia in Old Desria?
Uh-huh. Of course.
Okay.
The Elven have always followed our goddess. It's the oldest
That
religion
is
in the
all.
land.
That's it. Bye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
That's
What- Is your friend all right? I saw them on the floor. They said they needed a minute. And that was 10 minutes ago.
Oh gosh.
I have no idea.
Oh.
Let me go speak to Rhea. Okay.
I imagine you letting go of Mage's hand is eventful.
I mean, she like squeezes their hand before letting go, type of thing.
At this point, I think Mage would have been a little more calmed down, so they'd start refastening their glove and buckling it and lowering their sleeve.
Yeah. I feel like
Lana has not stopped rubbing your back. Lana is still just rubbing. She's like, my arm is really sore.
You can stop now.
Hey,
Hey, we have had an eventful morning.
looks like it. Everything all right? Do I need to get a healer?
No, but circumstances might have changed a little bit.
Okay.
So the shrine in there to Celestia.
Yeah.
Mage spoke to them last night.
Her brow furrows.
Yeah.
You must be mistaken.
No. That's what they're so shook up about.
Well, I mean, we learned about tons of creatures that can invade your dreams and make you experience all kinds of things. Remember that semester on hags?
Is there anything in the town that could do that? That would get past all of your security?
Well, no, probably not. There's quite a bit of magical warding on the city. But I
And they have every reason to believe this was.
oh
a
look,
legitimate-
I'm no priest of Celestia, no priestess.
Could we speak to one, maybe?
Ooh, I could try.
Caitlin's got her hand up like she wants to ask a question. But when you say that,
Who are you
They're
looking
like-
at? Who are you looking at
Both
to
parties
call on
glancing
you?
at us.
Okay.
no, yeah. We're like super not allowed in the temple, right?
I mean, I feel like you're not, at least.
As associates of Paladin of War, she's touching her fingers together.
I mean, I pass her my axe. I can go empty-handed.
Or
It-
stay here.
It's
you could
more
also
about
just
the
stay here.
message. Yeah. What if I tried to get someone and got them to come to you?
Sure. I feel like Atalanta and Mage have questions, and could share what their experience was.
Request the lore master. I'll need to
Did you
put
see
that.
Koo when you were in town, when you were here?
The short one?
Hmm.
Pretty with the tight ass?
I love
Yeah.
that you just.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, nothing like that.
That's specific. Should I talk to Koo for you?
No, I'm a big girl.
Oh,
Hey yo.
Just nobody has dibs, right? I'm not going up against.
I
She gestures through the doorway at Atalante.
Koo's also a big girl.
Nobody can call dibs on Koo.
Nobody's tying that one down.
Good to know.
Well, not
Well,
relationship wise, it makes sense.
I guess I'm back off to the.
I'm so sorry to send you on this wild goose chase.
No worry. Hey, the manor's
Um,
close. It's not a big deal. Well, here, and you see that she was standing in front of a small basket that was mostly obscured behind her. She will pick it up and hand it to you, Malia. It's a basket covered with a cloth that if you like lift it off, you can see that there are fresh biscuits and what looks like homemade jam.
Oh my gosh, thanks so much.
Yeah, I picked up some breakfast.
This looks
Uh,
amazing.
Well, picked up. I made it. Yeah, but I'm gonna go off to the manor.
I missed.
I know
your
it. I
cooking.
know. I know it's rude, but and she like goes over and she snags one from the basket. And goes, okay, since
Not
I'm running a
rude.
favor, it's totally fair.
No.
Bye. She runs off and shoves it in her mouth. At some point after this, Ku, you come back with your morning shopping and tales of your exploration.
BRB like 2 minutes ago.
Fuck,
Right. I'm gonna bring in the breakfast.
Brookie.
Hey, Rhea brought us breakfast. She baked
Oh.
it herself.
I imagine
Oh.
Caitlin was reaching for one and you just turned around without seeing her and walked for the door and Caitlin went, fuck.
I didn't see Caitlin do that.
Oh,
No,
that's,
no, I haven't.
that's really thoughtful. You should. I'll thank her when I see her.
Yeah. She's gonna try to put us in contact with a priest or something. Someone who
That-
would
yeah.
know more about Celestia.
That's perfect. I was probably going to ask her to do that. I mean,
She said she's not really
yeah,
too versed in that type of knowledge, so
yeah. I'd imagine so. She's not a, a cleric or priestess or anything.
I have a question for the rest of you, or I guess mostly Adelante. Should we ask them their opinion on looks around? J-Man, not Jesus, the other one.
Right.
I was gonna say, why are we again referencing a dead god?
I don't know if that's. We'll see. We'll see how the person is, and then maybe we can bring it up. But I wouldn't lead with that, especially
should
not in a town that worship.
Maybe we should end with that.
Right.
Malia moves over here
Right.
to like get the food out on a table where we can
In a
eat it
sprinting position.
instead of just standing around hovering by the door.
So we'll ready for the dead sprint at the most eastern gate and be like, hey, what do you think about?
Hey, what do you think about? There's a cloud of dust behind us.
Oh yeah, what's the quote? I'm not. You want to leave me on an island with just a name and nothing else? No, I want to leave you on an island and sail away. And just as I'm about to get out of earshot, I'm going to shout the name back to you. Hell yeah. I interrupted you, Mage. I apologize.
I don't have thaumaturgy, so we'll have to shout very loud. I'm gonna get breakfast. I'm starving.
Muffin?
Where's this shrine?
Right over here. It's just like a carving.
Oh. Just gonna use divine sense.
Okay.
I'll
Paste it
just-
for me just so I remember exactly.
Why did pasting do nothing?
Zeren, Atalanta, breakfast.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Well, I pasted it.
I feel like I'm already eating a muffin. Like I would have grabbed one out of the basket.
just standing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to go and look at this in here. Stand on the side of the door and wait.
Hallowed spell. Spells. Hollow. You touch an area and infuse it with power.
Does that mean Malia gets pinged?
There is not a there are no celestials, fiends, or undead There is no hollow spell.
I was just trying to sniff some bad vibes.
Okay. There are the vibes. The vibes are pretty good.
Immaculate, even.
Not immaculate. It's a little sweaty in here.
It smells like BO in here a little bit.
Which is weird because Mage has never smelled like anything except blood.
Very occasionally blood.
It's not that occasionally. It's what brought them crying to the steps of a statue. You guys enjoy your breakfast. You eat. You investigate. At some point, Ku will come back with their morning shopping hanging on their floating feet, or hanging from their arms as they float with their skate feet.
Skate feet. I'm definitely coming back with some meat if they have any for Zorin.
Yeah, you can find. There's only like one butcher's shop, and it's near the outskirts of town. But you can find one. It's mostly venison.
Yeah.
They have just a little bit of ham, but it's very pricey. And it's not immediately viewable because the ham that they have is still a pig.
Fair.
Okay.
Let's take
So
like 30 for the
this is
day.
the meat is very expensive.
Come skating on back and slip up the stairs soundlessly.
The loudest sound is the wind making your bags ruffle. Your Balenciagas touch the ground.
Run for
Morning.
you. Big ol' hunk of venison.
Zorin is AFK.
Oh,
Want a muffin?
sure. Oof. Somebody have an exercise this morning?
Down. Molly's friend thinks you're hot.
What? What? What?
Oh yeah, totally. Like she's into it.
Me laughing is entirely in character for sure.
Oh, is that
Probably
like?
tattoos?
I mean, if we have a couple of days, anyway.
Oh,
Which is
God.
the other question. It's not yet noon, but are we trying to stay?
Well, we need
Okay,
to see
fine.
those.
You can
trees.
tempt me. Yes, I'll take a third muffin, Molly. She grabs a third one.
Muffin.
Molly, you were doing nothing to tempt her. She just says it at you. That's her excuse.
It's like it's there for everyone. It's okay.
I mean,
Well, we see the priests, and then after, I guess, is when we decide what to do next. But
did I miss something? I thought we were just.
well, there was an impromptu God speaking to by not the people you'd expect to do it. So
Was it the lions? They're assholes. They threatened me already.
no, Mage seems to have had a run-in with good old Celestia.
Wait, who threatened you?
What?
Anyway,
I'll
Anyway,
beat him. I'll
What?
beat him up for you.
are you okay? That's not run-of-the-mill stuff.
Mage has like muffin crumbs on their cheek as they're biting into a second one. Yeah, they maybe feel like cold and hot.
I look at Ku and I just mouth, human.
And then shudder.
I mean, welcome to the feeling world? I didn't realize you were cut off that much. Were you able to
they'll
taste
put-
before?
They'll put their muffin down and unstrap their glove again to reveal their hand.
I don't do hard pinches, but I do like the soft, like, kneading.
making biscuits. Who is a
Oh
cat?
yeah, pinching very hard material. Sculptured,
I mean,
sculptured.
it's good that you can feel everything. But I'd be more worried.
Well, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't really anymore. It's like a hint, and I am afeared that that will wear off as time passes, and they'll slide their glove back on.
So I guess trying to figure out what the fuck's up with that. The most apt place for it if we're going to ask questions, right?
She spoke to me. She said she has not spoken to anyone in quite some time. I do not think waiting around would answer anything relevant unless we are looking for merely a history lesson.
Never hurts, but, you know, option before we go.
Definitely the smallest warforged I've ever seen.
The homunculus was what my creator called us.
Oh.
I don't think that that's
Us?
exactly accurate. You see, a Warforged would have, and I just like point things out.
Yeah, also, like
and
makes a
Caitlin-
face when Caitlin
I mean,
says
I'm
that,
sorry.
like, what?
Adelante, you don't know what the fuck that is. That you have no
I'm
idea
like,
what that
what?
is. That is a recent advancement in
Oh, true.
Galarian military
I'm
technology.
I'm too old.
You've never heard of whatever the fuck that is. And
Yeah. Caitlin only knows what a warforged is because she's had to fight them, probably.
I'm sorry.
probably
I'm
like
sorry.
one time, yeah.
I'm sorry. What?
A
Warforged.
big robot angry person.
Hmm.
I didn't know they had them in this world.
What the hell? Is
Extremely durable. Very
Like-
deadly.
like golems or like elementals, that sort of thing, or
At least
Like
where
a-
I come from, they were like smart. They were like people. Well, Ziv wasn't exactly smart, but he was, he's a good guy.
Like a golem, but smaller.
While
Well,
that
probably
conversation's
more
going on,
alive.
Mage is going to shift in their chair to fully face Ku and usher her towards themselves a little closer
Kind of
while they're talking about Warforged.
eye you for a moment, but alright. I'll shuffle a little bit closer.
And in a whisper, specifically a whisper, she spoke to me about finding balance in what we do and in the act of killing. So I wanted to apologize for my remark. I feel as though saving lives surely outweighs killing beasts. And in that I was wrong. I am sorry.
Soft little smile. Pats you on the shoulder. Takes time, but thank you. And we're getting there. I'm sure you'll learn a lot more for how much lengthier a life you're gonna have compared to most of us.
I've learned that Marlia's hand is warm.
It's nice, right?
And I learned that Zarin has very needing hands.
Yes.
yeah.
Grabby hands at you.
Yes. Found that out in his sleep.
And apparently your food has taste, and it is delightful. I see why Zarin eats so much.
Hmm I can treat you to some ribs today.
Can I try that hot sauce before my taste fades?
Oh yes! He quickly, panic, grabs his bottle and then just slides it over to you.
The god sauce.
The
God
god
sauce.
sauce!
Takes a shot of it,
I know.
just straight out the
It's
bottle.
scary.
Oh god, he's gonna sweat even more.
Oh,
Mage,
no, they're gonna-
you experience for the first time capsaicin when you have receptors that are meant for it. But you also taste the deeper flavors of the hot sauce in a way that only an untrained palate can, as yucky, bitter bits.
You can have that one back. And Rachel slides across the table.
Yeah, we kind of made that one like extra hot for him.
Yeah.
Consumed
That's an
in such a
acquired
way.
taste.
That's a
Yeah,
powerful
this is-
taste.
You'll grow into it. Don't worry.
People don't normally take shots of it either.
That sounds well.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do.
Honestly, it's not bad.
Well, you're not most people.
It's true. So, spend a day enjoying those sensations before they're kind of all gone? I mean,
That would be too selfish for what we have to do.
if anything, selfishness is allowed in this group.
Let's have fun. Yeah.
Oh, I think Ray is back. Atalanta?
Oh, thank God.
In here.
Yeah, I'll go out to meet them.
Oh, anyone want honey for their muffins?
May I present the
Oh, yeah.
Butter
Uh,
these muffins.
Yeah.
library master, Tanila Shavaris.
Hello, I'm Atalante. My companions are in the next room over.
Pleasure.
Walk
Of
out.
course.
Give a very deep and courteous bow.
She will incline her head, making a very, very shallow bow in which she moves about 2 degrees.
Yeah.
You can see that she's holding in between her two hands what appears to be a glowing sphere of some kind.
Right. And I'll like usher her into the room and be like, please, we're all waiting inside.
Oh, shuffle aside.
I can make room.
But budge over. Well, there are 3 chairs on each side, so
Sure.
Oh,
Rhea steals the seat next to me.
I will give them space. Regardless, I'll stand between Atalante and.
Well, he whispers, everybody loves your muffins.
She gives a thumbs up. Ku, do you want to find your seat?
Well, I guess so.
Alrighty. She will wait until everybody sits down, and then she will sit down. Saves her in, and she will say, "I was told you had questions. As a both lore master and master librarian, I have been engaged in the pursuit of godliness for 2 centuries now. I'm sure I can answer any question you have. I assume it has something to do with the war going on now? Something about the gallows stop or
What
Fane
happened
room
to
gain
Celestia?
advantage? Excuse me?
What happened to Celestia? Why is she absent? Or at the very least, why does she seem detached?
It is not oft spoken of. But there are those who recorded the words that were spoken on the day that the gods were driven from this world. She cast them out with the help of a group of trusted assistants. A council. But despite being the only true deity remaining, most of her power is not with her.
Why?
Because she is holding the rest of them back from the world. For even given the chance for all of them to have defeated war and to have a land clean without it, children of Carthulos could not live without their sister.
What is it that she would fear if the gods were to return to our realm?
Do you think the current war is bad? I'm sure the seer Adelante Briar,
Oh shit.
renowned through generations, could tell you what sights you would behold if you were to see that. The sky ablaze, and she begins to quote directly the words that you spoke when you had your first vision, when you were just a child.
Oh, I feel like while she's saying it, I start to like say it with her.
Mm-hmm.
The sky is on fire. The screams, the blood, the clouds splitting apart as thunder and lightning crash to the earth below.
Demons a wing, blood and death in the streets,
Terror unimaginable.
and all because of faith. There will never be balance in this world while the children gods are astride it. Our mother has kept us safe, this world safe from them, ever since the first, ever since their progenitor.
Is that true? And Mage will turn to the other end of the table.
I've seen a different telling of the story. One split into two, a disagreement, betrayal.
Betrayal! Do you know what Carthulos wrought as Celestia attempted to stop him?
It wasn't shown to me.
She will hold her hand out, and the orb in her hands will rise into the air. She will hold up her hand, and the orb begins to glow. When the world was made, there were but humans and elves. And and the orb begins to glow brighter. But God wished to not be alone, and so divided themselves into two, giving birth to another god of matching power. Celestia created another, Carthulos, a mate, a twin. and she wished for him to add to this world of hers. Shall I show you what he added? And the light inside of the sphere clears, and you see what looks like a marsh of swamp. Stinking, putrid, a vibrant, sickly green. And then it zooms out, and you see a gigantic shelled creature, 6-limbed, with a huge horned head and a massive beak, trampling through the land, spreading sickness. Sluggoth. The walking famine and sickness. It shifts. You see a cloaked figure with hands, skeletal hands raised. And as their hands rise into the air, you see an entire graveyard begin to dig itself up as legions of skeletons stand up and walk past the figure to join legions more of undead. Felixar. And it zooms in on the creature, and you see that its face is constantly shifting. It is a slideshow of death masks, dead faces of different creatures, animals, humanoids, monsters, fiends, one after another with no rhyme or reason or order. The only thing consistent is a pair of burning red eyes that seem to look out at you even through the crystal ball. The many-faced necromancer. And then the vision will shift again, and you see a familiar creature. The Terrakin. A massive, 4-limbed, scaly creature, a huge tail and giant gnashing jaws filled with teeth. And you see that it is rampaging through an elven city, smashing brilliant green emerald spires into shards of crystal as it devours elves by the handful, screaming bloody joy at the sky. The Blood Feaster. This is what he wished to add to our world. This is why she struck him down. He was not her mate. He was twisted and broken. He sought nothing but dominance.
I can't. I was shown something so different. A tale of a different side, different meaning. Nothing like this.
As far as we know, the only faith that taught the truth was ours. From my studies, I do not believe that the children gods are aware of the full story. Being pieces themselves, each of them only contain a part. A fragment.
And what about the first? What about the first creation? What about Jacob? What about him?
First man.
Mage gets in the sprinting position.
Mage gets out of the chair, hikes up one knee, one leg back, 2 arms, fingertips on the ground. She gives a very confused look, and then looks back at Adelante. The first man was unique. There was no way to know what the child gods would do. So Celestia let them do what they would. As far as we know, the idea would be that splitting the warped Carthulos would allow his better parts to live free. But gods require faith, and faith requires action. Jacob Evening Star was a brilliant idea that went so very, very wrong.
So this whole time, we've been pursuing what? Evil in its finest form.
No, Jacob was... he was the best of mankind. My grandmother is said to have known him. But he changed. For the first century of his life, he traveled the world, visiting each of the gods' domains, helping them. He spent most of his time here, in the beginning of everything. The brother gods needing the most help, always bickering amongst each other. What we didn't know until much later was he was working for war. He incited the start of the God War between Karak and Ashur, and became a vessel to the demon Velixar.
So he was possessed, changed, and
I cannot
Well-
say what came first. But when war broke out across the split, war seized her opportunity. There is reason we do not trust you. And this she says directly at Caitlin.
That's funny. Because we all know at least one of the facts you've said today is a complete lie. So, how do we know if the rest aren't? Hello?
Hello?
No response?
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh,
Did you say something?
Yeah, you
I'd said a lot of things.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything from you.
No. I'll repeat for your
Please.
clarity. Well, she basically said something about war lying, right?
Well, she said that's why she doesn't trust you.
And I said, that's funny. Because all of us here know at least one of the facts you said is a complete lie.
I
So
do
how
not
can we
lie.
trust the rest?
I
You
do
have
not
lied directly
lie.
to our face.
Name my falsehood.
The Derrican. The Derrican serves Celestia. We've seen it ourselves.
The Terrican does not serve Celestia.
Then why does this order of, what would you call them? Ancient beings, the ones who sealed the gods, why did they command it?
Because they are the ones who sealed it. They mastered the demon, while Celestia struck down Sluggoth herself.
Was Jacob not a servant of the Dark Twin?
He served all of the gods, save Celestia.
Sounds like he came to be the proverbial middleman of everyone. Till this unfortunate mental change.
If he changed, something must have spoken into his ear. Something must have done that to him. I can't.
War corrupts everything.
Okay. When we traveled between planes, when we met Adelante, Caitlin, did you recognize the optical observer within the sky?
I was going to ask about that next, actually. If the original deity split itself into two, becoming Carthulos and Celestia, is the original deity still a thing?
No.
Then what did we see? Being of many eyes watching over the entirety of existence. Above Celestia.
A being that makes the mentor afraid.
I don't know. All of my teachings state that Celestia is the original goddess. She gave half of her power to create Carthulos. But it doesn't. I have never read any depiction of her appearing in that way.
I did not see her in that way.
Yes, I was told of this vision. I am very curious to ascertain its veracity. Please recount everything you can remember.
When I awoke in this vision, she had placed a hand upon me and it filled me with a fear. It made the hair upon my arms and mages like kind of more looking towards the party than the lore keeper. She spoke of balance. And she spoke of finding it within our action, within slaying. She offered guidance and she whispered for me to find her. But she was distant. Despite being able to place a hand upon me, she was never within my reach.
Who are you? Who are you to know this? To stand on the plane of stars?
I am just a mage.
Are you nothing more? And she gives you a very long, very intense look. Even after you respond, if you do.
I am whatever my friends wish to see me as. I
You
cannot
seems
tell you.
more than a weapon of war to me. She's glancing at Caitlin, but that phrase probably means specifically a lot to you.
He's not the weapon of war here. The mage can do whatever mage wants.
Pretty much.
I think Mage is gonna give Caitlyn the most soft, heartfelt look they can, just hearing that. I don't think this godly civil war is explained in your books. So, as a field researcher, it would honor me to update your outdated text.
She makes a face like she's sucking on a lemon.
Damn.
Quite sure that our library has been updated recently than you would realize. Your offer is appreciated. I'd like to drop off any writings. I'll see that they make their way into the
Appreciate it, your holy ship.
Now, not to sound rude, but the warmongrels have a world to save.
She will stand up from the table, nod in Dria's direction, stuffily, and make her way out of the door.
Whew.
Mage, when did you become a fucking badass?
I've been reading lots of books.
Not the same amount of pressure as when the lion bit me. Dang.
Anyway, she's a fucking liar. Let's go. if the vampire is Celestia's servant, you know, he's defending Jacob. Doesn't want Jacob to get let out, therefore is serving Celestia. Why is he also attacking random civilians? That's a bit sus.
Yeah, just leave a
I
lot of
think-
curiosity.
I think something's getting lost here.
Well, so
Maybe he serves the demon.
to set something right, that since it's only me, I was the only one who was there at the time
Only
when
one
all of this first broke out.
back in the age of lore.
A really fucking long time ago, we all got hired to work for some guy named Albus. He had just recently woken up in some underground tomb, and he wanted us to help explore it. While we were exploring it, we found, and she will point to Amulet 1. Who has Amulet 1?
Which one does that do? What does that do? Is that
Oh no,
the-
I'm sorry, not Amulet 1. Amulet 2.
Me.
Okay. This amulet was found in a locked door behind arcane runes that essentially spelled "Do not open this" for fear of, you know, really shitty shit. They were inspecting it, and something happened. I wasn't in the room, but the wards were deactivated, and immediately a fey creature, undead fey lich thing, it was hard to tell exactly, fairy thing came out and attacked us all. We were able to drive it away, but eventually had to go find it and chase it down, and we had to even enter the gemstone with the help of that orb to do it. So whatever Albus's order was, they were trying to keep these things sealed.
Hmm.
The vampire's probably trying to open it up. Because that was the same thing that happened with the mummy.
Wait, so the vampire's on our side?
Are we the baddies?
I think we should be not on his side.
Well, we've been purifying all of the things, though. We've been killing them and purifying the amulets.
And we received ample warning for it.
Well, we were purging corruption.
But
Undead.
opening them might be bad because we're letting the liches out if they weren't already out, because it's been so long. It seems like they've been working on getting themselves out. And Albus's was the last one.
So, those phylacteries were fakes?
Or they were
Already broken out of.
trapped, yeah.
Hmm.
So
This is why
we
he said he
should
wanted to speak with the vampire.
collect them and reseal them again, put them somewhere.
Or destroy them flat out.
Maybe
Maybe
we
the
can use
vampire
them
works
against
for
the
the demon.
Darrican?
We don't know what destroying them would do.
Well, usually from when I was hunting with Petra, it's usually like, oh god, my soul, I'm melting.
Yes, but I don't know. Look, generally, cursed objects like those don't like being broken.
Exactly. I'm one.
In other words, something bad could happen if we broke one.
I just look up at Kid when she says she's a cursed object. Just like, huh? Sounded more like just a weird glance. Like,
Honk.
Well, why don't we speak to the vampire?
Exactly.
I think that's what we have to do.
Yeah, not really an option.
either the vampire wants what we want, or the vampire works for this demon that had possessed Jacob.
Or both.
But war wants. I say war once, and then I look at Malia's friend's still here, and stop talking.
Your goddess wishes for Jacob to be freed, as well
Yes.
as yours, Adelante.
It was unclear. He only showed me images of him. He stood with me, but I always pictured it to be together, not against us.
What if fraying their greatest weapon also opens up and drops their greatest shield?
Well, that's a curious notion. Why would your greatest weapon be your greatest shield at the same time?
Because he is balance.
Hmm.
If he really is possessed by a demon, maybe we're supposed to cleanse him in a way.
How do you cleanse a god?
Well, he's like the level below that.
How do you cleanse a lesser god?
The
I
first,
think he
the first
might be a
one
little
isn't
below
a
that.
god. I mean, it said that he was handsome and
Perfect in every way.
funny and a powerful spellcaster in his own right.
Yes.
He
The
was
most
he helped choose the first kinglings in paradise.
Penguins?
Children from 3 different families in paradise to decide the very first king, mortal
Oh.
ruler.
Uh,
I sure thought it was time.
Ah. I'm not very familiar with
Of
that.
course, Neldar had already had a king for 120 years at that point.
Good reign.
Nell who?
Neldar, the eastern half of the split.
Oh.
I mean, he sounds like a nice guy. Maybe he's possessed by a demon, maybe not. He was a nice guy at one point. And I would like to free him. Thank you for giving her a name. I keep forgetting.
So I guess that
Caitlin.
means we need to head out. Oh,
And Adelante, what if you are serving the wrong side of this?
I have a fear that, well, maybe not deliberately. I think that Ashur might be, in a way, misguided if what we've been told is true.
Mage, I've heard you mention something about a brother a couple of times. Is this... Did you have a brother?
yeah, you said something about others.
Hmm.
I can't help but notice you simply avoided my question.
Sorry, what? I was
What-
answering the question,
Question?
trying to elaborate more. If you said you had a brother or something, I can't remember. If your brother stabbed you in the back just because they didn't like you playing with their toys and destroyed you, that brother's an asshole, right?
Hmm.
Is that what you would believe?
Hey, if my little brother stabbed me in the back, I'd be pretty mad.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty fair. No one likes knives in their back.
He's only like 15. If he stabbed me, actually, I'd be pretty proud, to be honest.
Be impressive. Jump shot.
Either way, Carthulus was betrayed by their sibling. I don't trust Celestia at all. I think I'm on the right side.
What if somebody was framed?
I think it might not be about trust anymore. It might be about understanding. It's like the priestess said. All of them were parts, but none whole. they might not all know what happened.
Leaves the curiosity of which parts have more memory of it.
Mentor seemed not to know anything.
But he's supposed to know the most.
Maybe he collected his memory going to everyone's domain? Maybe like what Mentor did to me? You know, help clarify things, and maybe did the same for him by mistake?
Sure. Either way, we're just throwing words around. I believe I'm on the right side. I look straight into Mage.
Rhea looks distinctly uncomfortable.
So does
Sitting at the
Mage.
table.
Malia just keeps like glancing at Rhea. Just like sharing a look.
Yeah, when Rhea's not looking at you, she is looking down at the table or her hands in her lap. She's fidgeting with what looks like a very small scrap of tattooing leather.
Yeah, we should probably go. Wanna go
I'm
have a drink or something?
I should probably get back to my chop.
Yeah, I'll escort you. It
Seems like you guys have quite a bit going on.
Mage quickly stands, slamming their hands on the table. I want to experience my senses.
Me.
Huh?
What do we
I
expect
will
about that?
pinch you.
So Ren immediately comes over, pinching fingers ready.
Yes. Zaren's eyes have been cross-eyed the entire conversation. He's like, God, all this, I'm just here.
Yeah, sorry that you had to, witness and hear all that. Very strange, I know. I'm very used to being kind of stuck in the middle with it.
Stuck in the middle with you.
Suddenly, a man is tied to a chair getting tortured.
What the fuck?
Hey yo! Hey yo!
Joe!
Daddy, chill.
Why do I have to be Mr. Pink? I don't want to be fucking Mr. Pink.
In reality, you do.
She is going to ask to. She's gonna say, "I really would take you up on the offer any other time, but
No, that's fair. I figured getting you out of the room was more the better idea.
yeah, thank you
Pinch.
both." She'll hug Malia and then say, "Are you a hugger?"
You know it.
Okay,
Yeah.
She'll kneel down and
Yes.
hug you.
I'll float up a little bit and hug her.
Hey, Ku, high or low?
Let's go
Always
low.
go high.
Go
What?
low.
What?
Okay, she hugs you.
Aw.
And then she will turn and walk away at a fast pace. She's gone. Lana kind of scratches her head. So, senses things? Is that something we should do while we're going to the ruins, or are we gonna stay in town?
We can buy
want-
some food on the way out.
I saw some mint in
More
the
rings.
on the path out there.
yeah, sure. Senses.
Swimming.
So we're gonna stay
kiss,
another day?
Hug. Yes.
We could. I have a lot to think of.
I don't want to go swimming. My joints will still get waterlogged.
Um,
That happens.
How do you clean yourself?
I'll use prestidigitation to just.
Oh, have you
Wouldn't it
never?
be
feel
more
like-
relaxing?
I feel like there should be a
Shower
spell that would
bath.
let you keep water out from yourself.
Have you never experienced a hot bath?
No.
Oh my god.
Come here.
We have to
Zaren
do
takes you
this.
by the hand.
No.
I take him fully. We're
Digging
taking one
ankles. No.
We're taking one together, damn it.
I'll just pop the mansion tonight.
Good idea.
Oh, why don't we all bathe together? That's a good idea.
We have a pocket spa, by the way, guys.
That too.
What do you mean all together?
We all collectively get in the water at the
Should we-
same time.
We show
Laser focus on Malia. Mage's face turns red. No, that's okay. We could totally skip that part. We could, listen to music, learn how to read books.
No,
Let's dance. Liana, why don't you play some music and they'll fumble trying to take their gloves off. Zarin, take my hands. We can dance.
We can dance.
I throw out the pocket
Shimmies.
spa behind me on the floor. Just,
Lina goes, yes, I am down for this. She will stand up, and then you see she's got her gauntlets of ogre strength on because they flare, and she will flip the table out of the way.
Jesus.
Dancing space.
God.
She kicks her heel out. Her lyre swings around under her arm and into her hands. I've been waiting for this.
guys, remember when we said we weren't going to destroy the house?
Heavy chord hit.
No.
Yeah! Starts the headbang.
Alright, while everyone's loud as fuck and Liana's making music, I'm just gonna turn to Adelante.
The table's not broken, is it?
No, she essentially moved it against the wall on its side.
She just kicked it against the wall.
A large chip in it.
Mage
turn.
dances.
You turn to me, Caitlin.
Yes. I didn't hear your answer to Mage's question.
Mage on the table dancing.
The table
I-
got flipped.
It pains me to say it, but I'm not sure anymore.
Oof.
I don't know. I need to talk to make sure everything is. I don't know. Am I going to have to tell a god that we might be wrong?
That sounds like pretty flimsy faith to me, and they'd probably be pretty upset.
Well, I mean, he can't know what he can't know.
Up to you.
I need to think. I'll get back to you with an answer another time.
I just lean back and pull my chair like over here. As
Yeah.
everyone's dancing in the middle of the room.
Yeah, she just gets up and just slowly leaves the room.
Y'all enjoy your crisis of faith. We're gonna have a party.
Stand up and like sit,
Yeah!
sit in this chair outside of the room.
Ain't no crisis over here.
Oh,
Everything she said was bullshit.
Who, the godless
Yeah,
wonder in the corner.
yeah. Gosh.
You dance. It is fun. And Mage, there's some feeling. There's some feeling in there. Moving and the music at the same time. It's like it's more intense.
My God.
It's like we're
it's
on
still
Molly.
it's still faint, but it's like it's there in a way that you had only thought about before. Like before it was, I am doing this thing. This thing is interesting. I think I like this. This is now this is fun, and you're not cogent of the like I'm having fun. You're just having fun.
I think when it comes to feeling nothing, faint is everything.
Yeah.
Zarin is on his hands, doing a handstand, moving his legs wildly, attempting to break dance.
Mage will grab your legs if you can't and spin you around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Considerably struggling to hold you up.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Lana goes, whoa! Dodges Zeren.
Somebody's getting wiped out today.
Oh god.
Yeah, you guys spent. Let's do a montage of the different things that we do, as to experience senses as you guys wait out the day, and then we'll deal with Caitlin and Adelante and any action that they want to take specifically. Because it seems like everybody else is on the hangout with Mage train.
I'm just chilling in here.
Okay, then I'll say this: the five of you and Liana. What's next after dancing and music? Do you go to the kid? Do you go try and
Finger
find
painting.
food? Finger painting, excellent. You have to go out and find some berries in the yard, but you mash them up and begin painting on. I don't know. You find some canvas somewhere. You buy some canvases.
I would be like, I will be the canvas.
Okay, you
Oh,
finger paint.
on Sarah.
Yeah,
Ren.
I tell Malia,
Amazing.
make me pretty.
Okay, finger painting, especially on a muscled boy.
Yeah, imagine Zeren's like flexing the whole time, like, yeah, look out.
Who is definitely not hard-eyeing, watching the whole time.
And I,
Mage does a full arcane sleeve.
Yes.
that's cool. Yeah, I'd be like, do one
It's
on me.
giving Atlantis.
No, like that's what Mage would do on Zaren is a full like right
Oh yeah.
right
oh,
arm
yeah.
arcane sleeve.
Yeah, I'd be like, no, your turn. And then I would, Zaren would do one on Mage, and it's all crappy.
I
It's horrible.
I love it. I should get this permanently drawn on me.
Yes. Hey, Malia, where's your friend at? Call her right
Oh,
now.
no.
We should go to her. She's just been following us, doing shit for us. Like,
You
Oh,
really
yeah.
need to thank her. Is there anything like she likes aside from just a tattoo, or like?
Girls.
She likes you.
coo? She likes coo, I suppose.
I mean, I won't say no.
I mean, you can shoot your shot.
Be paid for.
Should we not? What time is it by the time we're done finger painting?
Dancing, finger painting, it's probably been like 2 hours, so it's like, let's say 2 p.m. The meeting ended. No, let's say it's like 3 p.m. The meeting ended around 1.
We should. Oh my god.
Yep, I heard it too. And it's just...
What is this
Okay.
song?
Yes.
We should probably grab something to eat and start marching. I want to know what it feels like to truly hike the way we do.
Oh yeah? Yeah, do you, Mage? I'm so excited
Oh,
for you to
God.
Oh, you're
experience
going to
it.
love it.
Oh, I'm so ready.
Oh, it's going to be good.
I have a question.
Liana is going to look at Ku and whisper,
Mhm.
5 gold says they're tired before we make it out of the city.
10 that he
Yeah,
gets
if I
at
was in
least-
there, I'd take that action.
10 that he at least gets outside.
So shake.
You
I
forgot-
thought we were just gonna walk around, get something to eat, and maybe go see Rhea and properly thank her.
We
I
spent
can buy her
half
a
our
rack of
time.
ribs. Good idea.
We spent half our time adventuring, Molly. I want to know what that is truly like.
It's gonna be intense, love, but, sure, I won't deny it.
Why don't we
just
pick
wait
some
till you
stuff
get
up on the
stabbed,
way out?
Mage.
That is pessimistic thinking, Caitlin.
Do you want to try
But-
doing that pain thing on yourself?
No.
Okay. You seem so interested before.
It's really intense, but not for novices.
That magic is meant to disable my enemies. I believe disabling myself would defeat the purpose of the availability to feel.
Is that fear?
Oh god, is that fear? And Mage like smiles as they tap their chest. I feel fear. And then they look at Ku. I'm scared of myself.
You're very scary, Mage. Good
Pretty
job.
fucking intense, right?
I can disintegrate entire peoples.
Imagine what that feels like.
Powerful?
God.
No, for them, I mean.
Oh.
Well, they
This is
usually
like
scream.
Right. Oh god.
Nate,
Yes, sir.
when I entered the city, did
No.
they seem iffy about Ruin, or did I just send him off like
You sent him away
before they sent anything?
before you. Yeah.
Okay.
Feel the wind rushing in his hair.
Oh yeah, Mage? Actually, not yet, no. They'll probably keep themselves dressed up when walking amongst other
Just
people.
walks out and butt.
No.
No.
Yeah, Mage, you probably, when you guys head out, as you're gonna go do some last minute shopping and make your way out of town and visit Lake Rhea, you feel a little bit warm in all of your heavy clothing. In the
Unbutton
bright
the top
sunlight.
button, unbutton the top button, grab the collar, and fan themselves.
Heck yeah. It's a little warm in this forest, especially out of the shade of the glade. All right, you guys go back to the New Desria map. Tell me what, if anything, would you like to do further in the city?
Be right outside in a moment. As I slip over to the statue of Celestia. And very quietly whisper something to it.
Can we go there? Oh, the one that's in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think-
conflicted. I don't like her, but she made Major badass.
I think while we're walking out, Zarin would walk right next to Adelante and ask if she's okay.
The answer to that question is yes for now, but more like to be determined.
Makes sense. Not the shit was going on in that conversation.
It's a serious thing for someone like me to. And she, like, sort of shivers a little bit before she says anything. Just have doubts about what they're supposed to be faithful in.
Hmm.
I don't feel safe here.
Okay.
I.
But- I mean,
Go ahead.
it's pretty big news to be told that. To be put in a lot of doubt of what you thought for all these years. Kind of shocking, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And what she described was true. You heard her when she described my notes from back in the time where I was from. Just all of that is true, and I saw it, and I don't want to see that again. Not physically, not in places like this that are so
Peaceful.
beautiful, the people, everything. I can't risk that happening.
Maybe you should try talking to,
God,
yeah.
yeah, that's my game plan right now, but Why don't we uh partake in this mage experiencing sensation thing? It's
Okay,
a nice little distraction, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. I just wanted to see you're okay. See if you're okay.
Yeah, thank you. It's really thoughtful of you. I actually really appreciate it.
And with that, he'd nod and pat you on the shoulder, and then would catch up with Mage and I don't know, pinch him.
Yeah, and she'll walk up, sort of put a little bit of pep in her step, even, and just like fix her face into a smile, and just like, so are your legs getting tired yet?
It is kind of warm.
Right, it's hot. You're wearing a lot of clothes.
Well, I have to unless the world knows about my master's work.
True, but there is a reason why, and she like points. There's a reason why people with armor take it off in hot climates.
Very true.
Zarin points at himself.
I
You don't
thought
wear
it's 'cause-
armor.
I simply thought it's because
He's
Caitlin.
always hot.
I thought Caitlin wanted to look pretty.
No, it's well, you know that thing you were doing where there was like water pouring from your face, sweat.
I know. So I've read your medical textbooks.
True, but look, that's why sweat is a thing. You get hot, so you sweat.
Saying I look less pretty in my armor?
Mage pinches their chin in deep thought. It's almost as if you wear two faces, Caitlin. One for war, and the other for yourself.
But then why does the second face... why is the second face covered in tattoos of war? They're both war.
Well, I think perhaps you wish to dedicate the face of yourself to something that you deem worthwhile. And
Well,
if
that's
that
the
is,
goal.
then I do not think there's anything bad.
I still think I should get a cloak or something so these elves don't shank me.
On the way out, elves really peaceful pulls out knives. Ito brute. War.
I will actually take off because I do have my field long jacket. I will take off the gold-lined fur cloak that I have been wearing for a long time, and I'll throw that over Caitlin.
Imagine you just throw it over my face.
Yeah.
I mean like a full poncho or something.
Well, we could cut out the hood, and I could sew the front shut, and it could wear like a poncho.
I mean, it's still pretty obvious I'm wearing armor no matter what I wear over it.
But at least
Then
no
what-
one will see the symbology.
You do look more threatening this way. Just hide behind us.
Does she look threatening?
No one
I
will see
think
you.
I look around at our party. I think the only one taller than me is Zoran.
Just hide behind me.
How tall is Caitlin?
Oh, 5'8" or something.
Oh,
Atalante is taller than you.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, Lante, a tall Amazonian.
Mage is only an inch shorter than you.
Lyanna's
Hmm?
5'10".
Caitlin's pretty short.
Everyone's
Jack.
tall. Tall.
Everyone's tall.
What about
Looks
Mario?
like cool.
Right.
Trips over Ku.
Just put Ku on my shoulder. Easy peasy.
Yeah, Atalante is big. She big.
Oh, on the way, Mage is gonna squirt their perfume and gag and try to sell it.
To realize how disgusting it is.
Because now they have the burning sensation of what it's like to smell sulfur.
Oh god.
It's like
For
rotten eggs.
brimstone.
It's closer to rotten eggs.
Yeah, in other words, it smells like shit.
Why don't
Terrible.
we-
Oh, why
Can I
did you
have that?
pick those scents anyway?
I'll buy it off of you.
Why?
Because
It's going
it'll
to be. It's going. It's going to be 1 platinum, but I'll give you the friend discount for 1 gold.
I give you 1 platinum anyways.
If you wear that around me, you cannot come near me.
I'm gonna use it as a repellent against bad
I will
people.
give you
Ooh,
2 gold and change, because that is the only gold I have.
Oh,
absolutely fair.
Fine, I pocket. I
But
pocket.
why did you choose those scents to begin with?
because they couldn't smell before.
Yeah, but like the idea of it. What was the idea?
Oh, we
Well-
should buy some flowers on the way out.
When my master crafted me, it was within a furnace, and he said that he used hellfire, which smells of brimstone, to give us life. However, I did not know it stank and was so foul. Perhaps that's why he didn't give us senses.
Yeah, you. Oh, wait. Do you smell like that normally? Then is that like a thing where you always smell like
Oh,
that?
mage usually
That's
smells
where
like
you. That's where
lavender.
your house smells like that, though.
Does Mage know what lavender smells like?
The air quotes house smells like that.
They have the biochemical knowledge of what lavender smells like.
I know what it's supposed to smell like. So
I can recreate the chemicals that make the scent.
But like,
have you never tried it yourself?
it hasn't happened.
No.
Something so pleasant, and you choose brimstone.
So
Honestly,
you just think of smells and keep casting prestidigitation in your face.
Lavender. Oh, that's good.
Lemon.
Oh, Liana.
Yeah.
You got that bar of infinite chocolate?
It's a case. Yeah. She pulls out a piece of chocolate. It is individually wrapped. This one says salted chocolate milk.
Mm,
So this will have chunks of sea salt in it, and it'll be pretty creamy.
might be
Oh.
too bitter for Mage. Is there like a default?
It's still milk chocolate. I wasn't
It
gonna
should
give
be
one
nice,
of the
like
dark.
salty, sweet. It should be fine.
Okay, I pass it to Mage. Put that in your mouth and just slowly let
Mage
it
puts
dissolve.
the whole thing in the mouth.
No,
in their
no,
mouth
you have to-
unwrapping it. Oh,
You have to
guys eat
unwrap. No, you have to
Oh.
take the paper off.
that's true. We've never had
Take
candy.
the
in here.
take the wax paper off, Mage. Spit it out. Out. Out.
Yeah.
No, unwrap it.
Unwraps, hands the wax paper to Zarin, and then we'll bite
In
it.
your hand, it's just fucking spit all over it. Here you go.
Okay,
You would grab it.
savages will tell you to chew, but you should just leave it on your tongue and let the warmth of your mouth melt the chocolate.
I don't have body heat.
Chocolate in your teeth is also a vibe.
Oh, sorry. I don't have body heat.
Mm. Well, at least you'll be able to enjoy it longer.
Maybe it won't melt.
Crunch. Crunch.
Not a bad
Right.
thing. Still get all the taste.
I want to try, like, mutton or meat or something that was always described as savory.
Where's that rib place?
Oh god.
I have to double
I
check.
can show you.
Yeah, I think they closed.
I-
Zora
it
knows
last
where it
night.
is immediately.
Molly, I want to try those snacks you made when we were in Aang.
Oh,
Oh, sure.
definitely a mention night then.
Yeah,
I think she would have also seen about getting that pillow replaced.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Leave a couple
I
of
should
gold or
get
something to replace them.
Yes. So we're gonna get ribs. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You all get as many
Still-
ribs as you want.
Yeah. Still
Yeah.
carrying Pooh. Barge into the shop
Tickling.
and
Six-
ask for like.
6 gold for a half rack, 10 for a full.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, platinum's
like-
1 platinum.
I slap down 5 platinum.
Oh my.
For everybody.
Give me
5
a rack
full
for
racks.
each.
Okay, that'll take a little bit to get going, but you can have this, and we have one already on the way. We'll keep
Perfect.
bringing
Is
them
it
out.
sauce?
This is dry rub, but we have a bucket of the sauce. Would you like to buy one?
Oh,
Yes.
Yes. Oh my
The
god,
whole
yes.
bucket?
The bucket.
Tangy and savory.
Why do you sell it by the bucket?
Because it's delicious to dunk it in. Have you
Yeah.
tried
Yeah,
it?
well, and
Wait, the volume of
We
ribs
have-
that we got, I would have imagined.
as outsiders, you don't really understand, but with the time scale difference that elves experience, it really becomes burdensome to make grocery trips more than once every 6 months.
Right?
Oh,
Best
oh,
logic.
okay.
Also, all I have to do is taste it, and I can mimic the taste within the mansion's cooking.
No, you can't you can't replicate the feeling of real food with
Exactly.
magic. It just tells your tongue it's the same thing, but you don't feel it in your mouth.
Is that
Here,
the person?
and
Is that the vendor?
This is the
She's
woman.
making a
Yeah,
sales pitch.
she reaches in the counter and she says, "This is some of the brisket I make for myself. This is my lunch. Here, you come here." And she says, "Open your mouth." And she pinches off this piece of meat, and it just comes away like pulling cotton candy, just wet and juicy, and just holds it out towards Mage.
No, I
Open your
could
mouth.
recreate that with magic.
Yeah, try it.
I promise you can. I promise you can't. Come here. Ah.
No, well, my
it.
unseen servants can, and they.
Feel it in your
Uh huh.
stomach.
Uh
Eat
huh.
it.
Open.
Nom, nom, nom,
Just
nom.
eat it. Eat it or I'll eat it.
Don't just look at it, eat it!
Mage will take it between their index and thumb, and you know that it's Squidward's like mouth reaching out to grab the little corner of the Krabby Patty.
It is amazing. It is succulent and tasty, and though you can
Rich.
just get the hint of it, the high and low notes are all still there for you. Texture
yeah, I can
is the
recreate
best
it.
part.
Yeah, I can, like fingers in mouth. Yeah, I can recreate it better.
So
Oh,
you say,
my favorite burgers, they totally went out of business in my universe.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
Spider-Verse,
"Oh,
baby.
spider birds."
Well, this
all right.
It'll be better. Whatever you do, whoever cooks this, I would appreciate if we can have this during our trip. Every once in a while.
It's required.
I'll get more buckets of sauce.
What do we need? Meat? Actually, are you gonna hunt?
Yes. I always hunt.
You guys take your meat and continue walking through town, schlob-nobbing and hobbing. as you
Yeah, you
find a
know.
rack.
Ribs in
Slobbing.
hand.
Walking through town, slobbing on my meat. You already
And
know.
some could say you could smell the tourism before they arrive.
Yeah. Well, you are predominantly Faerunian, which is the American equivalent. So.
Hey,
I think
Oh,
We're
yeah.
loud. We're loud.
Uh-huh.
I think Mage would only get 2 pieces in before handing off the rest of their rack. Is there being
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
oh, I can feel being full.
Oh,
There
does
is-
Mage get the meat sweats?
Oh my god, the meat sweat.
No, wait, not yet. You wouldn't experience the meat sweats tonight. That's too advanced of a feeling.
Mage doesn't shit.
Yet.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no!
Hey, small peek behind the curtain. Josh is on the right track.
Mage suddenly has genitalia. Looks.
Aw.
There's the
Aww.
there's nothing unexpected, but you do feel like you have genitals?
Ugh. This is what you all feel like? That's what you guys feel like all the time?
Phantom tentacle?
Do you want to see mine?
No.
I open up my journal and open
Oh,
to the page that
yeah.
has the fully detailed sketch.
We have.
Yeah,
We
I
all
forgot.
have. We all have.
Everybody in the party has seen Zarin make it.
Wait, you have?
Multiple
Not
times.
Malia.
Oh,
Wait,
not
you
you.
have?
Yes,
Oh, yeah, it's
yes,
right here, and I'll
Malia.
show-
Malia
I'll
went in while
No, don't
Zoran
show
was in
her.
the tub in the
That's true,
fucking
yeah.
arena.
Yeah, you-
Well, like I knew that, but I didn't know everybody knew that.
Yeah, we've
Oh,
already
yeah.
seen it. We have all seen
Also,
it.
she wasn't trying
She
to like.
loves to pull it out, is what
No, I
happens.
don't.
Look, it's right here, and I wrote.
We,
that
we
he's
look
a-
over, he's shimmying it down already. Like,
The track
Uh,
record says.
Zarin is very sensitive with his tail. I found out during my experimentations. It's like
elbows,
Mage is just
elbows
reading.
too.
Mage
Are
is
we
just
still in the
reading.
middle of this
Yes.
restaurant?
Literally
Yes.
on Zoran's shoulder, like rubbing his ears. Like, oh no.
Doesn't Mage have like full sketches of everyone from like the examinations that they do?
Only Albus, Ku, and Zarin.
Mm.
And it was only for things that seemed abnormal to the natural.
Yeah.
And
I was gonna ask, do you have any boobs in there?
Oh, yeah, Ku's. So, yeah, this is the sketch I took of Ku, and I'll show Zarin of when she first transformed into her different body. And she still has all of these markings and non-lewd scars on her body.
Yes,
So it
no.
wasn't like
Very
You guys want to
interesting.
talk to Vega?
You know, if someone sees you showing that drawing in public, you'll probably get arrested.
Well, that's a dumb law.
There are
Good
jokes
thing
in
I
here.
didn't pull it out.
This is research notes. It's science.
It's true.
True, they may have a lore about. You.
No
Uh,
science.
Unless someone is directly hovering over Mage's shoulder, I can't imagine they
I
would
mean, they
know.
do teach creationism here.
Oh,
So,
yeah, that's true.
Take that as you will.
Pork.
Pork?
You got a pork.
No. The ribs are beef, actually.
In missionary.
They're venison, but whatever.
Oh god.
Oh.
Shut up.
Well, I have
Oh dear.
I have a rib in between each finger.
Oh, you know what, Zarin? I also have these sketches that I'll show you outside of the restaurant.
Oh
Oh,
god. Oh god.
okay.
The restaurant.
Yeah, let's see them.
All right, so we step outside, and I open up my sketches and notes of when I watched those two escorts fuck each other.
His face would go from happy to like, oh.
This is what you're supposed to do when you guys are
You-
best friends.
You open up. Yeah, Zoran. The last time you saw this, you were being shown something very similar by a boy of your village. He was probably several years older than you.
Whoa.
Who was passing along like some porn that he found.
Hey,
Oh.
bro, check out. these-
Oh, I was getting a
Yeah.
okay. Oh yeah.
No,
as
you
in-
were not being groomed. I'm not adding that to your
Okay,
character.
I
I'm
was
saying
like,
I'm saying
is
you were
it
being
groomed?
handed down bush porn, which is a
You know,
thing that
boys
used
are
to happen
bush
a lot.
Yeah.
Bush.
Forest porn.
Forest porn.
Help.
It's
Like
uh,
people would
What is
go
that?
and
How
it's,
serious?
it's
the
a rite of
abandoned
passage.
the abandonment of porn out in the wilderness, but in highly trafficked areas was common enough that an entire generation of people grew up, and almost
Yes.
all of them at some point in their lives found a book or multiple like porn magazines or even video stuff just in the woods
Yeah,
or in like a park.
watch a movie about
Yes.
watch a movie about the kids
oh,
in the 80s. Because
Yes,
that's,
no.
that's usually a trope in 80s
Girl-
children, or like 80s movies about coming to
They're like, I
passage.
found this magazine.
Yeah, no. Growing up, I'm fucking 29. But growing up, I did see the Girls Gone Wild CD, like part of it, at the park, and then like some like covers of like Playboy
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You guys
Very
wanna
much
see a dead
that
body?
situation, but this is much more like it's very
Explicit.
technical.
Oh,
It's
okay.
incredibly explicit, but it's also very technical because
Oh
it's
yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
It is like a science paper on how to fuck.
on fucking, and it's
Now,
it's well
that's
made.
education.
This is not very attractive.
But the pictures, though.
But the pictures are very, very detailed. He would like zoom.
There's
Oh.
probably
Nice.
one for each 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
Each position.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's powerful.
Breakdowns of
I'm
how
learning. You
how long
see,
between switching.
Mage, he whispers, I'm a virgin. This works. I
I am too.
understand. Whoa. We should, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. As out of character, okay? Out
Oh
of
my
character.
fuck.
We should
We
both
should.
find people to lose their virginity to.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like that
I-
scene in Kung Fu Panda where he's like, I'm looking for my son, I'm looking for my dad. Cool. And then they both go in different directions.
I listen, Zarin, and Mage is not like whispering. I am also a virgin, which is, I believe, has nothing to do with the taking of notes for this sort of activity. Particularly, I've never been invited to do so, but I've read it in Nautical Love, which we have to see Vega about because books are in catalog with her. But simply, I was led to believe that this was something that good friends do, and reading more on human ethics, societies, and morals, it simply seems like it is something you do when you enjoy another's company on an intimate level.
Yeah. That's true. I've never been that close to anyone,
Well,
Except
Zarin,
Ku. Came close. But I was
Well,
scared.
Only when you're comfortable.
do you want to know what I do when I'm scared, Zarin?
Hmm.
For a moment, I would like to believe myself to be Caitlin, as she is fearless.
Yeah.
So, the next time you are frightened, why do you not simply pretend you are our mistress of war?
Right before we do the deed. Got it. That's a
If
good
it
advice.
applies.
I'll be fearless. Oh god.
Sometime during this, you guys arrive at Vega's table.
You keep studying and you tell me all the tricks to it, and we'll learn together. Because I can't read.
Vega will glance over at Mage's notebook. If you need any more books, let me know.
Actually, yes. I'll shut
Here's
my
your...
book.
And she will slide, I believe you ordered
All
8
of them.
of the 9 books, because you have one of them? Or you ordered
No.
the whole... You ordered the whole set, yeah.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
The
Okay,
whole
it's
set.
the 13 book
I
omnibus.
believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe I paid extra for like an author signature,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
which is why I ordered the full set.
Was it
They're all
author
signed.
signature or was it first edition?
Author, I
Okay.
believe.
It's a box set. The box set itself is signed, rather than each one individually.
Oh, well, this is sort of disappointing. And I will open my bag of holding and try to shimmy it in.
She'll be like, is it? I mean, if it's completely unacceptable to you, I could get something else cooked up.
No, I
and
really
it
should
would
get
take-
reading to
It would
these.
take a couple days, and
We don't
I would
have a
to-
couple of days, and I read these in my free time, and
I could ship it to you.
no, that's all right. I wouldn't want to trouble you. You've done so much for us already.
Would you want to take one of the books, and I'll get the rest made, and then take the copy that I loan you?
You are, Vega. You are very sweet, and I appreciate.
Mate, you're one
it.
of my best customers.
I believe I am your only customer.
That is untrue and patently unfair to your dear friends, who
I
are
bought something.
working very hard to get back into my good graces.
I have not once betrayed your patronage,
You have
and I'll
not.
pull out my card. That's now
That's why,
three-fold.
and that's why we have a special bond, you and I.
Hey, me neither. I bought something last time.
You're very
You got
sweet,
anything
aren't you?
cheap?
By the way, do you have like lamp oil
Uh,
and mass bulk?
Got some dirt here. lamp
I'll buy the
oil?
dirt.
Some dirt?
Free dirt.
Free dirt? Free dirt?
I'll hold out a silver
She will.
for the
She will.
dirt.
She will snap her hands, and you watch an unseen servant bring a bucket over and fill it to the brim with dirt, and she hands you the bucket and takes the silver.
Why? Why?
Nice. I pull out my Vega loyalty card and hold it in front of her.
A shining new spot fills in. That is only gonna work that one time. But funny. But funny. Hey, I'm gonna take free money, and she pockets it. So long as I do the thing, she legally can't get her money back from me.
I don't need that. It's fine.
I'll take the dirt if you don't want.
Anyway, do you have anything that like prevents charms?
Well, I'm limited while I'm here. I haven't been able to get any new things. I don't think I have anything like that, but I'll double check for you.
But yeah, for real, like, how much lamp oil you got?
I don't sell non-magical lamp oil.
Damn.
You
Just
even have
go
a
to my
burning
normal
lamp?
shop.
Do you simply have a lamp that does not require oil?
I think so. She's gonna dig through. Is there an item that is that?
Yeah, there is the ever-burning
Yeah.
torch and stuff.
Ever.
I don't think that's why Josh wants the oil.
Me neither.
What do
What?
I believe.
What?
What
I
do you
believe it
mean?
might
What?
be in Eberron.
I'm gonna assume this is for nefarious.
It is.
Eberron, Everbright Lantern,
No.
Dragon Shard. Oh yeah, she would definitely have these. She would have this exact item.
How much?
For a common item from Vega, 20 gold.
2 platinum.
A pleasure. There's a shining glow of a single dot from your pocket mage.
God, where's my card?
If I asked you
Your
to
Patrick
teleport me
Bateman has
somewhere
card.
and back, how much would that?
Pretty expensive. I
If it's
haven't
like a-
I haven't been that many places.
I know.
Well,
please.
more than yeah.
Where we met.
Well, you want me to go back to my shop? Or
No,
my
I
old
just
shop, I
wanted
should
to
say.
go with you so I can visit a place.
Right now?
Well, it depends how much.
Well, teleport is a magic that I don't currently have prepared.
Oh, I could
I-
put it down on a scroll if you have all the materials.
Oh, I know it, dearie. Thank you so much. You're so sweet.
Well, you could just. I mean, you could just cast it.
That's true. Do you have the time to inscribe a 7th level magic on a spell scroll?
I'll look around everybody else.
Gives you more time,
Uh,
experience.
Still
If you want to.
More
I think
ribs. I'm
I think
good.
that takes several days.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh no.
I snap finger guns. No.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I was just looking for something that's definitely not gonna be here.
For me to cast it, it would be, I would probably take near 5 figures from you, or high 4 figs. You're looking at almost as much to buy the spell scroll yourself. My time is very important to me, as you can understand.
Yep, a lot of dirt to sell.
She gestures behind you, and there are a few people lined up behind you.
Quick case, quick. Do you have a bag of bounty?
A bag of bounty.
I look at Ku and I point at tied to my waist.
Oh, that's a bag of holding, right?
No, I point next to that bag.
Oh!
To my bag of bounty.
I didn't realize you had one.
Yeah, I eat from it all the time.
Really? I thought you just
Yeah.
had like lots of rations.
Not enough rations in the world for this girl.
That is fair. And especially with Rune.
Well, he doesn't really eat. He doesn't need to, but he does.
I bet he likes
Fucking
taste.
asshole.
Eats horses.
He used to eat horses. Anyway, I guess I don't need to be teleported. And if you want this, you can have it.
I could try making
All right.
it.
Well, if you guys don't have anything else that you need, I'm gonna
Talk
ask
to
you
the
to
mentor.
step to the side.
How common are APODs in general?
I'm the only one that sells them, as far as I know, here. Unless one of you have given them to another salesman, which is against the terms and policies you agree to by carrying my punch card.
No, nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was just wondering if it would be too
Alright,
much
good.
to give one to Rhea.
I mean, it's only 100 gold. You can buy them.
You're free to do whatever you want with your things, just not anybody that's gonna take it apart and try and make their own.
But Cloak of the Mandarin?
They're 100 gold. Would you like one?
Cloak of the Mandarin? Yes.
Cloak of the Manta Ray?
Yeah. I prepare for a lot of things all the time.
5k
5k.
GP.
Damn. I'll have to get back to you on that one.
What color APOD would your friend like?
Hmm.
Do
She'll
the
pull
blue one.
out. So she'll pull out. I have a new line of metallic colors.
Do the
Try
rose
our
pink.
gold, platinum, or brass.
Ooh.
White and gold.
Ooh, white and gold. Excellent, excellent, excellent. She will pull out a. It is mostly white with gold highlights around the edges and screen, and the letters are gold rather than white. That will be 100 GPs.
Okay, so it's 5 platinum and 50 gold. That's what she has.
That it will work.
All right. Okay, thank you. Do I get my punch card
Yes, you do.
punched again?
Yes, you
Okay.
do. I need to find. Here we go. And she finds a very old bag and she starts going through it. Amulet of Darkness. Dancer's Ribbon. Ghost Fire Lantern. No.
Yo, what's that?
She will pull out a lantern that burns with a cool blue light with slight fog spilling from it. It burns on holy oil.
Does it like stink up the area?
It sheds light and it's supposed to protect from good and evil or something. I can't. This is all really old stuff. I haven't gone through this. And she like pulls an elbow out of the bag of holding, and like shakes it out and sticks the other hand in, and she's like rummaging around. But yeah, this lantern it's dusty and has a flickering, very very small flame, as if it just relit because it has access to oxygen again now, and. The only tag it has is just a very dusty paper tag that says Ghostfire LTNR.
So old, like cheap old?
Old like.
No, I'm asking the character.
Oh. Well, it's still an uncommon item. I would need something for it, but I'm sure we could come to some kind of agreement. I mean, max, let's say 1,000.
Max 1,000 and minimum 600.
Meet you at 8.
That's a lot for a thing you don't know what it does.
I know what it does.
What does it do?
It protects from good and evil while you're within the light.
Okay. $7.99.
I'm not playing that game. I already met you in the middle. If we're starting there, I'm starting at $9.99.
Oh
It'll take way
shit!
too fucking long.
I'll give you 800.
Pleasure. I will create the Ghostfire Lantern item handout briefly. Give me one moment. Nope, not a new character.
Malia,
Hmm?
I can accompany you if you wish to give Rhea her A-pod while they shop.
Sure.
Anything else?
Malia and Mage are splitting from the group to go to the tattoo
Yes.
parlor.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I mean, she's just been so patient and accommodating, especially with Caitlin. So,
I've only met her once.
yeah, you were, I think, copying that book, right? The first time we talked with her.
Yes, it's like the Book of Planar Travel. It had so much information on existences beyond our own.
Can I see your notes on it later?
I mean, if you want to see it right now, I can. And I'll rummage through their satchel.
Not now.
Well,
Not now. Maybe later. When we're...
oh, yeah, that'd be stupid. Yeah, we're busy walking and stuff.
You arrive.
There it is. And Mage
Hello?
Boy.
Knock, knock, knock.
Knock, knock.
1 minute! She will come to the door. Hey!
Hi.
Oh, hello! Also, I hope you're feeling better, Mr. Mage.
Thank you. I hope that scene wasn't too distressful for you.
Yeah, a lot going on.
No, yeah, I kind of got that.
Everything going okay? Are you too busy right now?
I'm just, I'm trying to get set up. Painting. You can see she holds up her hand and she's got gray paint covering one of her hands.
Well, I got you something.
Oh?
You can like
You
take
shouldn't have.
pictures that can record your
What?
work. And you can
What's
get in
a
contact
picture?
with me.
Like a
But I'll show
painting?
you. I'll show you. It's like a painting, but hold on, I'll show you. And then she shows her.
You take a selfie together.
Yeah.
First picture.
Aww. Picture.
And here. Oh, yeah, and it says set to background. What does that do? And she presses the button. Oh, cool. And now I can see that anytime I open. Oh, what the heck? This is awesome.
Just no taking it apart. It's gonna violate the terms of service, and it'll break.
It'll
I think.
explode.
It'll probably break.
Okay. All right. No taking it
And-
apart.
And this is only yours. Okay. I also have one. We can send each other messages whenever you want.
How do I do that?
Here? Right, and then showing.
And then you program your number in.
Mage shuffles on over to also learn how to properly text. They've sent a few text messages, but it was written like a letter overseas, like snail mail. If you remember them texting Albus.
Very long ago. Yeah, you teach her how to text as one who has just learned yourself a couple days ago.
But that means we
Yeah.
can send each other messages at any time, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
she'll she sends a message that says it it just says like, does this work? And you hear her say, "Whoa!"
Right? This way we can stay in contact with one another without like magic or traditional magic anyway.
She thanks you profusely. This is so freaking cool. What the heck?
Right? It's from Vega in town. I don't know if you've ever met her. She's
The scary blue skin lady?
Tiefling. Yes.
Ray.
has she not seen very many tieflings?
Oh, it's not the tiefling part. You ever really looked into her eyes? I don't know. Something about her scares me.
Knowledge can be scary. Yeah, we can keep each other posted about anything. If I'm busy, I'll get back to you when I can.
What? So how far does this work? Like, wait, go stand on the other end of the room. I'm gonna type something in. Tell me if you get it. And she goes over and she types.
What's the actual distance on it? Is there a limit?
I believe it. I will double check, but I'm almost positive it's the plane. Apod. Yeah, you just have to be on the same plane of existence.
Yeah. Yeah. So it should work wherever you are, so long as we aren't on different planes.
Mm-hmm. You can also speak to one another vocally on it.
Oh, we can make phone calls.
This thing makes phone calls now, motherfucker?
That's
always?
one of the things that it says on the sheet. You guys added the goddamn pictures of the games and the group chatting.
Oh my fucking god.
You motherfuckers. The
To be
pictures
fair,
you
to be fair.
wrested the pictures from me. I'm
You let us
browbeaten.
have
Nice.
those.
Okay.
Browbeaten.
Somebody made a picture joke, and you're like, yeah, which made it
Alright.
canon.
Yeah, so she
Yeah.
explains all these things to her. Yeah, okay. Can connect to sending stones, if that works.
Yes,
If
if you need
you-
to.
If you need to. But like, this is a really good tool for staying in contact with her in case of anything.
Spider-Man. They jacked me for my phones.
If you've come in and do that, she goes, "That's so freaking cool," but eventually has to put it down and go back to painting.
Yeah, we just I just wanted to have that be an option for later in case of anything. It's also good to stay in contact with friends.
Of course. I better hear from you.
Absolutely. You too. You can you can send me pictures of your paintings.
Please. Oh my god, that would be so much. That would be so nice.
Right. We're gonna head out, but I just want to end me thanking you on behalf of everyone for everything that you've done for us while we're here.
We will give you another hug and a kiss on the cheek and wish you the
Yay.
best on your travels.
Okay. I wish her luck with her business. Okay, bye bye.
Bye.
Rhea, was it?
Yes. Yes.
Mage will produce 3 platinum. I couldn't help but overhear your store is new. Certainly, starting funds or donations would never be looked down upon.
I would have to take you in as an investor. I couldn't take a charity donation. I wouldn't be able to accept it.
Well, and they'll drop it on the floor. It's a shame you simply found it.
It is
Molly's
such
like
a shame,
palming.
I guess. I'll have to see if anybody dropped this, and if not, I'm sure we'll find a use somewhere.
Yeah, I'm certain to believe that the owner of this coin is leaving the city.
It'd be really
But-
hard for me to find them then, I guess.
But it may also serve as a personal thank you.
You sure you don't want to use this money to buy a tattoo from me?
Consider it a down payment.
I will at that. If it's that, do you mind picking it up? Sure.
You're gonna have to speak louder than that.
Do you mind picking it up from the dirt for me?
Yeah. Mitchell picked up and dusted it off and handed it back over.
You know, you could sell that dirt. There's somebody who'll buy
No.
it.
And yeah, Mage will keep it in their hand, but like kind of keep their hand close to themselves as if to make her walk over to them.
Alright, the two of you start to make your way back to the group who had stood to the side to browse Vega's stores a little bit more, looking for different magical items, as she's had a few other customers. As Mage and Malia make their way back, final shopping things as you guys are leaving.
75 gold worth of holy water supplies. Holy oil.
She wants to, but you want to buy just holy oil? Okay. That is going
I
to
have
cost.
holy water already.
Yeah. But so if you want, you can just go to some other place and buy mundane oil, and then you can use
Is
that.
that
to
all
make...
it is, mundane oil? Okay.
It's holy oil and mundane oil, yeah, and you use it to make holy oil.
Would Vega take that as a
I
betrayal?
don't know how much extra oil costs.
So long
When
as it's
does
not
it
a
end?
magical,
I
so
already
long as
asked
it,
her if she had it, and she said no.
so long as it's not a magical vendor, like items that are strictly magical in nature. If you buy from anyone but her, you lose sway with her. But she doesn't have everything, and depending where she is, she doesn't have access to all of her stuff.
Go to buy oil as I have full.
Oh hey! She
And
pulls
the card
out.
says nothing about stealing.
Or looting. It's people's course. Ow, fuck my elbow.
Oh, booby. She pulls out a rapier and goes, "Ah, I forgot about this thing." Tucks it back away.
What is that thing?
Huh?
Pokey stabby stick.
What-
This?
What was that?
Oh, you mean the blade of true piercing?
Well,
Let's talk price before you explain it to me.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're leaving. It was nice doing business with you and seeing you again, Vega.
Of course. Alright, you guys walk away. 2 servings of oil and 25 GP worth of powdered silver All right.
According to D&D Beyond, a flask of oil is 1 silver.
Yes.
Yeah, regular non-magical oil is super cheap. That's why I was like, if you want to buy holy oil from her, you can, and I was finding a price for that. But if you
No,
want to
I
just,
can make holy water. I just didn't know what it needed to be combined with. To make
I
it.
need
It's
a
just-
pillow replacement.
yeah, you essentially just need to use the holy water to
yeah.
consecrate the oil.
Emulsify it.
Yeah, it basically the consecration seeps through and allows the water to mix with oil. It's like a divine, it's like proof of the divine sort of thing. Like this doesn't happen except with this, and after like an hour, it will fully combine.
Nice. How much mundane oils for some?
I mean, there's not like a million flasks, but
No,
they
like a
have
cask or something?
they have a cask that's maybe half full that they will fill small clay flasks from to sell.
Excellent. I will buy the remainder of the cask.
Okay, roll me a D100.
No!
Oh,
Oh,
you
lies.
get an almost empty cask. They will only charge you for what it has in it, but that's 9 silver pieces, please. The gods fucked you. Would you like to use your inspiration?
Sure. I will. Give me
That's
the
more like it.
94. Give me the
Oh, it's
94.
almost full instead.
Alrighty, so I'll give him a platinum and get my change. 6 silver and change.
Yeah. They shake their head at you. Planning a party?
Oh, very big one.